supposed to go to, right?
Yeah, no. If anybody did level into 8, no one's gonna come after you, as far as like rules breaking or anything like that. So,
I mean, I
because
could go to 9
you
if
certainly,
if you want
yeah,
me to.
you are
Alright.
brimming with the experience points needed to get to 8 for sure. So, yeah.
But we haven't long rested, so
That's what this whole excursion has been about. Has been getting to level 8, and also investigating a possible entrance into Daggerford Keep.
yar.
Cool. Ah.
Hey, I'll get Crash.
All right. So let's see. Last time on Evil Tides of Saltmarsh Sun, you guys had taken on a contract to clear out the sewers beneath Daggerford Keep. This is, of course, a cover for you guys farming the experience points you need to level 8, and also figuring out a potential entrance into Daggerford Keep. So, when we left off, the party had split up in a Dungeons and Dragons sewer, and the party's Zeal cleric had angered and engaged in combat with an Otuk, while the rest of the party had taken advantage of the fact that D&D is not a video game, and when they saw a part of the dungeon that they had to figure out a way to get to, they just broke the dungeon and went to that part of the dungeon. So, yeah.
We
So
didn't
that's where
break
we
it.
left
We just
off.
bent it a little bit.
Yeah, okay. Um, sorry, I'm playing FF7 Remake where Cloud can jump 30 feet in the air during a cutscene, but he can't climb a ladder that's 3 feet out of reach. So, uh, yeah. My daughter, the junior
Still
dungeon
very true to
master,
the original.
yeah, my daughter, the junior dungeon master, is just floored by how easy game design must be in a linear system. And I'm like, oh yeah. You just say this is how it is, and everybody has to drink the Kool-Aid. She's like, that's crazy. She's like, in D&D, blah blah blah. Yeah, it's like, yep. All right, so let me bring you guys back over to the sewers. Can't grab a goddamn ladder that's 3 feet out of reach. Whatever. So, I also want to apologize to all the women who had to grow up with guys who thought that acting like Cloud Strife was cool. I feel like there should be some kind of formal apology video. But,
Are there
anyways.
people like that, Crash?
Ah, yeah. Yeah, there were. I don't know any personally. Alright. So.
Excuse me.
Alright. Let's see. Play some combat music. There we go. Alright. So, yeah, lots going on. Combat tracker, where were we? Top of the round. Jenna the Generous. Do you need a recap of your situation? You are covered in mud. It is dry and hard and has you restrained. There is a invisible but magically outlined toad demon on the other side of this door, and there are adorable tiny little men with pointy noses and muddy wings vomiting all over everyone. So it
Um,
kind of feels a lot like every other night on the ship, I guess. So, you know.
nice.
But yeah.
I'm gonna pull out my wand of magic missiles,
All right.
and I'm just gonna start pumping into these mephits to just get them out of here.
It's pretty
So
bold
I'm
of
gonna,
you. Mephits being one of the strongest monsters in 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. But yeah, I welcome your attempt.
yeah, they're just kind of like annoying.
Yeah. All right. Which one do you want to go for first? The one that is has its armor class penalized, or
We'll go with
this one right here that's fancy
the one that
fresh?
vomited on me first.
Oh, I've lost track of that. I think it's
It was,
actually this one right
it was
here. Oh,
oh,
is
I'm
this one?
pretty sure it's this one.
All right, go for it.
Um,
How many
So I'm gonna-
charges would we be using?
yeah, I'm gonna use 3 charges
Okay.
just to be.
It's a lot of magic missiles flying out of that wand.
Still going?
Yeah, let's see. 8 and 11, 13. Oh yeah, it's still going. Okay, it is bloodied.
Me finish so much health.
I mean, it is element earth.
And I'm gonna.
All right.
I think that's all my charges that I use. Or
Fair
did
enough.
use. And then I'm gonna just bonus action misstep the right thing.
All right, leaving behind a perfect muddy cast of yourself behind. The Mephits all turn and look confused but amused. This one is kind of slowly putting himself back together from the many blasts that sort of knocked his body into chunks against the wall. All right, Garuda.
I'm gonna shoot the one right in front of me.
Okay.
And I'm at disadvantage, I think, because of range when you're close to something.
All right. Yeah, unless you have crossbow expert or whatever the heck it is.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Nope. Okay,
Unless
let's
there's
do
some gunslinger feat or ability I don't know about. But 18 is more than enough, especially since this guy's AC has been penalized. So let's see. Yeah, 8 damage. He is bloodied.
it. Okay. Let's do it one more time.
Yeah. So you blow a hole in his stomach with the first shot, and then the second shot takes out torso and head. He is unable to put himself back together.
Alright, and then I'm gonna do another shot at this guy back there.
All right.
Oof.
8 does not hit. Kind of drops low to pick up some mud just in time to avoid being shot. A big burst of stone from the wall behind him.
Alright, and I'm gonna back up over here to this corner.
Okay.
Then I love you,
Let's see. I think this little mephit is dead. Yep. All right. Let me get him off here. I'll just delete him. There we go. And then this mephit over here is dead. That mephit right there is alive. It's going to check to see if it gets its very powerful breath weapon back. Let's see. Oh, so close. Let's see. Then this mephit is going to... let's see. Yeah, alright. It's going to perform an action by kind of reaching into itself, grabbing chunks of itself. Let's see how this goes. We're all hoping that he gets a 25 or less on this D-Hundy roll. Ah, alright. He reaches into his chest, he pulls out clods of mud, and he throws them at the ground, waiting for something to happen, but nothing does. It's unfortunate. Alright. Willow's turn. I don't know. I think Willow is cocky enough that she would try to tank this thing, but it did kind of seem like she was moving away at the same time. So,
I feel like she was definitely running away.
yeah. She
Tactical
is in melee with it, so I'm gonna do a disengage action and then move. She didn't haste herself or anything, did she?
Not that I'm aware of. I know she
Alright.
had a plan of some sort because she had whispered me saying, "It's okay, I've got this."
Oh, that sounds like somebody's gonna cast haste on themselves. Okay. So we'll go to her spells, and oh my god, she's out of spell slots for 3rd level. Um, could she be thinking she's gonna banish it?
Probably.
That seems like something else that Willow would do.
Yeah, okay. I guess we'll use her last 4th level spell slot to try and banish it. It doesn't have a very good charisma saving throws. This might work. Let's see. Yeah, that'll do it. So she casts 4th level spell Banish and banishes the creature. Alright, no problem there. She's just got to maintain concentration, and it'll be back in a minute. But that's like all the time in the world. So she's going to move out here, and she will start climbing around the wall here. Though she doesn't seem to mind just jumping in the sewage, but I don't know. Mephit 13. Where are you at? Okay. Mephit 13 is going to fly up. And it is going to look around the room for a potential target to vomit on. Let's see. And it sees... yeah, it sees this guy right here. Davian, go ahead and give me a saving throw. Dexterity based.
Dex based. Oh
Oof.
no!
Yeah, from head to toe, you are covered in muddy vomit. It very quickly hardens up into a nice shell. You are restrained.
Oh.
Alright. Let's see. The frog demon, toad demon, whatever. Let's see, what is he gonna get up to? Or she, or it. It's always tricky with these guys. Let's see. Okay. You got so much you could do. Oh man. What's the worst thing you could do? You always want to do the worst thing first.
Live in spite or jealousy.
Alright. Yeah, that would be pretty good. Okay. Oh, that's hype as hell. Okay. So, let's see. It will cast control water, I guess. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Alright, it is going to cast control water to flood the whole area that you guys are in. So basically it's going to pull water from everywhere around it in 100 feet and bring it all into these rooms. So these rooms are now underwater.
Does the water have any impact on the mud that's restraining us?
The mud restraining you is magical. Alright, so as it's controlling the water, that is a concentration effect. It will then move off to the side, I think. Yes, that seems good.
So the room is instantly flooded, or is it flooding up right now?
It's instantly flooded. Yep,
Okay.
everybody is underwater now. Alright, that brings us to Pietro.
All right. Okay. Provoking attacks of opportunity. Since I'm underwater, I'm going to push off the wall.
Sure.
And so swimming.
There you go.
So that's one attack of opportunity. Do we want to?
Yeah, sure.
See if...
It will try and punch you. It raises its fist and it looks at its fist. And then it spends 20 minutes talking about the responsibility of its fist and the power the fist contains. The honor that it's going to bring to itself, to the other Mephits, to the elemental plane of ooze. It has a couple of flashback sequences where it, finds a master that trains it how to punch, and the master explains the importance and responsibility of the strength of a punch, and when a real man punches and when a real man doesn't punch. Then the credits start rolling. There's some J-pop music, and you have to wait until next week to find out if the Mephit does in fact throw the punch. So, Thank you for enjoying anime Dungeons and Dragons this morning. It is going to punch you. There we go. Or at least it's going to try its best. This is
19
at
hits.
This is at disadvantage. No, wait, sorry.
Oh.
It has a swim speed, so yeah, it does hit. So you take
Alright, yeah.
3 points of punch damage.
I am raging, so that's what, 2?
1 point of punch
1
damage.
point. Okay. Oh no, that's one of my temporary hit points.
Mm.
So it's 15. All right, and then I
Guys,
provoke another
not every
opportunity
fight has to
attack.
be like, life or death. I mean, sometimes you just, beat up monsters. All right, so you swim through the
We're
door.
drowning.
Yeah.
Everyone has a ring of swimming.
Exactly. You swim up to the guy, and then?
Yep.
Wait.
That's another opportunity attack.
Oh yeah, by the one by the door. Okay, this
Yes.
one punches and misses. All right.
All right. Let's see. I've been assuming the life stealing was in the offhand, so we'll attack. So scimitar. Let's. Do I have any? I've got one superiority die left, so I'm gonna burn that. 19.
19 on this creature is enough. You are able to hit it.
Okay. I'm gonna attack it again.
All right.
Another 19. And then bonus action will hit him with the 9 lives.
All right. So the first attack you said you did recklessly or no?
No. I don't have
Okay.
reckless attacks.
All right. Yeah. So it's just the 19 hits for 11. Got it.
Yes.
It does force it to do a concentration check.
It's fairy fired, so he gets advantage on all of his attacks on it.
Oh,
Oh.
fair.
Oh,
Okay.
that's right. I forgot. Well,
And then you're able to attack underwater without any penalties, right? Because you have magical swim speed.
yes.
Okay.
I forgot about the fairy fire. That's why I was assuming I needed to burn the superiority dice.
All right, then refund your superiority dice.
Okay.
Let's see. All right, this thing will attempt a Constitution saving throw. Let's see how it goes. First one and second one. Okay.
This guy has an iron mind.
Well, and then I've got my bonus action. I'm going to hit him with the 9 lives steal.
Okay. That is a
25
hit.
for 10.
All right. And Constitution save. All right, maintains it.
Yeah, and I'm assuming it had fewer than 100 hit points. Because
it has far more than 100 hit points.
oh, okay.
Okay.
And I think you have to crit it.
Yeah, you also have to crit it. If you score a critical hit against a creature.
You're right. I have no excuse. I've been awake for a few hours. Okay, my bad.
No worries, no worries. New abilities and all that jazz.
Just tell him you just woke up.
Yeah, I'll believe
Yeah,
anything. I just woke up. Not really. All right. So Davian, you're up.
Is this restrained something that can be like pulled out of, or actually this guy's sitting right beside me? It's this guy that did it to me, right?
It is an action to get free of the restrained, or you get to make a saving throw at the end of each of your turns.
Okay, then I will attempt to attack this little bastard next to me.
All right.
And I will do that with the casting of Booming Blade.
Okay.
Disadvantage 15.
That hits.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna use a level 2 spell slot to smite him, and I'm gonna use a psychic blades, one of my bardic inspirations, 'cause
Okay.
I want him dead. And
Oh my god.
so 34 damage.
All right. That is enough. He dies.
Huzzah! Now my gamble was, does that
It does
make the
not,
mud go away?
as established
No!
last week. Yeah.
I can't remember last week. I didn't even know we were fighting. My brain
Fair.
is fried. Okay, but at least he's gone. And then end of turn, am I able to? What's the save?
Dexterity based save.
Oh, a deck save at disadvantage to get out of it. Oh, these guys are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, all
Oh,
right. You wriggle free and leave behind a muddy husk of yourself.
cool. And fairy fire goes down to 9. Okay, that's my turn.
All right, fair enough. That brings us to Afra.
Okay. Point of order question.
Mm-hmm.
I accidentally deleted myself.
Interacting with
Sorry.
a magic item is an action, yes,
Uh-huh.
but one of Surge's charges is Misty Step, which is a bonus action. So, can I use Misty Step as a bonus action and then still have my action?
Yeah, a bonus action is different than an action.
But I'm casting it
Oh,
with Surge. I have to spend
right,
a
right.
charge.
If a magic item, yeah, I see what you're saying. If a magic item gives you access to a bonus action spell, would it still use an action to do so? Normally, yes. In the case of Surge, we'll say that he's letting you cast it as if you were casting as a bonus action.
Okay.
Okay.
I actually might, however, change my mind a bit.
Mhm.
If I were to do the assume water form instead, could I just wriggle out of my mud cone?
Because I would
mean, I can move through a space as narrow as an
yes.
inch.
Yeah, I would say yes in that instance. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna assume water form then.
Okay.
As an action, I'm gonna cast Shadow Blade as a bonus action, and then I'm gonna just hide in the middle of everybody. Because that's all I can do right now.
All right, fair enough. No longer restrained and in water form. Got it. All right, top of the round, Jenna.
I'm gonna swim up.
Okay.
Is it still flooded even though
Just.
that Nick's died?
I'm provoking right here.
It's still what?
Is the place still flooded right now? Even though the
Oh yeah, yeah. The toad demon is the one that flooded it, and he's around the corner.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the little mud
Yep.
thing that did it. Not
Oh
okay.
no, no, they're not that great. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering like that thing has. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
So, I'm pretty sure I'm provoking unless this thing has no reaction left.
It hasn't gotten its reaction back from using it on Pietro.
Alright, I'm a wand of magic missiles, the toad demon, and I'm gonna just use the last 4 charges.
Okay. Will that necessitate some kind of D20 roll to see if you break
Yeah.
your wand? Okay.
Yeah, it will. But pretty sure that's gonna be 6.
All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 14 points of damage. Or sorry, 19 points of damage. There we go. And it has to make a 6 different Constitution saves. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, that definitely got it. All right. As the 4th and 5th missile strike it, it loses its concentration, and just like that, the water kind of floods back to where it belongs.
And I'm gonna back up to right there. And okay, I think here's my d20 to see if wand break.
All right.
Just break.
All right. Garuda, you're up.
Take a step up. I'm gonna shoot this Mr. Mises.
Okay. 9 does not hit.
Nope. Just fucking do it like this. Uh,
13 does hit, and it is just enough damage to finish him off.
great. Take one more step. Take one more step. Take one more step. I don't see the fucking toad.
Yes, but it can smell you.
There you go. I see it, and I'm gonna do another shot at it.
Okay.
The toad. Yeah, last shot at the toad.
Oh yeah, that definitely hits. 16 damage.
Take it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And that's it. That's my turn, I guess.
All right. Fair enough. Let's see. I think all the Mephits are done. Willow is going to continue her turn of just concentrating and trying to make her way over to you guys. She's going to call to you guys. How is everything going in there? Afra? No, Afra's not there. Davian?
I am here. This is Big Frog Demon. We could use some assistance.
You are water now?
Yes.
Ah, I found a small monster, and there was. He is waiting for us. Maybe 50 seconds or so. Can you wrap up in there and come help with that?
We can try.
Oh, okay. I will wait here. Do you need me?
Maybe?
All right. She's going to try and squeeze through the bars here real quick. Let's see. Athletics. Shouldn't be a problem.
I'll kind of sploosh out of the way.
I thought you said that was an acrobatics to get through the bars.
I know she's just trying to bend him some more. Like
Oh,
from what
okay.
I gathered last week, she was refusing to try to acrobatics her way through. Yeah, so she just kind of pulls on the bars, trying to get them further apart. It's just there's only so much space that could be created here. This thing is banished. Hydroloth's turn. All right. Let's see. If you're gonna go out, you might as well go out in style. Pietro, give me an intelligence saving throw. This is not a spell that is being cast. Putting that out there to the universe.
Appreciate that.
You wanted me to
Yep.
make an intelligence saving throw? Is that
Yes, an intelligence
Okay.
saving throw.
just it was coming through garbled?
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Okay. The creature kind of reaches forward and places a hand over your forehead. You can feel it trying to assail your mind, but in the end, not enough. The creature just kind of shrugs and waits to die. Pietro, your turn.
I will attack again.
Okay.
And he's still fairy fired.
Mm-hmm.
23 for 13.
All right. It is bloodied.
Aha!
Oh, that actually
28.
would have activated the 9 life stealer if you were using the 9 life stealer.
No, that is in the offhand.
Gotcha. So here we go. This is a slashing weapon. Triple damage. So toss out another d6 for me. All right, It's got to make a Constitution saving throw real quick. It fails, so it cannot take any reactions for a good while. All right.
And then
Anything else?
I have my bonus action, which will be attack with the offhand weapon.
Okay. Also a hit. All right. The creature bleeds out from multiple wounds. It's acidic blood kind of burning the stones around it. It looks, honestly, it looks kind of pissed. But more so, it just looks disappointed. Like, if I'm being honest, it has the look of like a person that was hired to do a job and has done a really shitty job, and they're kind of like disappointed in themselves. That's sort of the look on its face. Yeah. All right. Anything else for Pietro? Otherwise, Davian, you're up.
No, that is all I have.
Okay.
All right. Davian's gonna try and come in and see what's going on here. Ooh. He's gonna try and, I guess, jump to here.
Okay.
And then he'll try and finish this guy. And so same sort of deal. He'll technically cast Booming Blade if it matters. 24 on the to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And he is not going to be using his smite or psychic blades right now, because he has sneak attack. So 9.
Okay. It takes 9 damage.
Okay, and then if
Is that a magical weapon or just a silvered weapon?
that's just a silvered weapon, I guess the Booming
Okay.
Blade would have added 2 thunder to the initial strike,
Right.
and 4 thunder if he moves.
Fair enough. Okay. All right. It doesn't seem too bothered by Davian's attack. Afra, you're up.
Okay, I just realized that this assumed water form is actually a concentration thing, so no shadow blades, so never mind there.
Okay.
And I'm gonna move up into here. I'm gonna move like over here. No, I'm not. I'm gonna move over here because that thing's like behind a pillar. This is a really small room for a battle. I'm gonna shoot him with my crossbow with sneak attack. And
Sneak attack definitely hits. Takes 13 points of damage.
And then I will bonus action summon a tentacle. Yay.
Oh, which you now actually have
Which
a
I
thing for.
now have.
For reals.
Yep. I'm gonna put it behind Davian, and it's gonna like reach over his head and boop the guy on the nose. For there it is. What?
All right. Because of Fairy Fire, you do boop it on the nose for 8 points of cold damage. Or is it lightning? Which one is it?
I'm gonna go with lightning, actually.
Okay. 8 points of lightning damage. It is resistant, so it somehow hangs on a little bit longer. All right. Anything else from Afra and Tentacle?
That's all I got.
All right, Jenna, you're up.
I'm just gonna firebolt it.
Okay.
25 for 15.
That'll do it. It takes full damage from fire, and as the flames roll over it, the creature's body kind of like bloats up a little bit, and there is this horrible splurt sound, and just a poisonous cloud of acid just kind of appears where the creature's body was, and begins to rapidly dissipate. All right.
Neat.
Do you want to stay? Do you want to stay in initiative to take advantage of the banishment, or do you want to just
Yeah.
leave initiative and not worry about the creature and keep exploring, and deal with it
No,
later?
I think we should probably still.
I don't think
Kill
we
it.
should try to go back through that gate until we're done.
I
Well,
mean, if you
there's a
guys couldn't
door
fit
over
through the
here.
gate, there's a good chance that if you guys could barely get through this grate, there's a good chance that creature's not going to get through the grate.
But there wasn't there a door like right here? Wouldn't it maybe
There is. Yeah.
go out there? We could just go to the door.
Those doors are
No,
magically
the
warded.
door has
Don't
an alarm
touch
on it.
them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That could be the door that we're looking for.
What's
I
this-
would assume that before the spell ended, I could squeeze Willow through these bars if you want her to come to you and just forget about that creature for a bit.
Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. I don't know about.
I don't like leaving something behind us,
Yeah,
especially since
I
our
wanna
job is
kill
to
it.
clear this place.
All right,
Yeah.
fair enough. We will stay in initiative. As long as any one person wants to stay in, we got to stay in initiative. Jenna, do you want to take a movement, or are you just gonna chill in your space?
Can you just describe this room to me?
Sure. It is a 20-foot by 20-foot room with a 10-foot ceiling that is held up with 4 independent pillars and I believe 5 ribbed pillars, which is to say pillars that are kind of built into the wall. There is a disgusting sort of water effect here that is just the yawning mouth of like a demon vomiting forth sewage into the room that sort of slurps along the ground and goes into this extremely fetid pool. The pool, like many of the others that you've seen, has a scum across the surface that makes it impossible to see what is in there. Other than that, the room doesn't really have anything. It's a very strange room to have in a sewer, to be sure.
I guess I'm gonna.
It almost seems like it's a room specifically designed so that something could be in it.
Alright, I'm gonna
Lol.
take Wally out of his Pokeball and roll him into initiative.
Okay. All right. I will redo initiative. Let's see. Somebody spraying whipped cream all over themselves. Is that what's going on? All right, Garuda, you're up.
Oh, I didn't know you could hear that. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I wanna.
Apparently, that's exactly what was happening.
Can I try to peer through the? Oh,
What do you want to peer through?
I was gonna look through here, but I've seen Wally be sacrificed through the murk before.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send Wally down there.
Yeah, yeah. I guess I'll walk back out and say, hey, Willow, you gonna come in? And I don't know, does she need help getting in here? Could I like pull her in and give her advantage on that?
She's a mess. Yeah, if you want to go give her a help action, but she wants you to come to her. She doesn't want to go to you. She's like, there is a small monster back here. We should go take care of. It will be back soon.
It's a small monster? Why didn't you just kill it then if it's small?
I did not want to keep the glory for myself.
Aw, Willow, you're always thinking about everyone else. Alright, come on, come in here first, then we'll go back and kill a little baby monster. Yeah.
As you come with me, and shoot, creature.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna go help Willow kill this little baby monster real quick. I'll be right back. And I
Okay.
guess I'll go out with Willow then.
Sure, sure. Give me acrobatics to shimmy through the bars. Okay, okay. You get a little scuffed up, passing through. Oof, 4 points of damage as you kind of get cut up on the bars, but you do manage to get to the other side. Go ahead, give me a Constitution saving throw. Okay, okay, cool. All right, you squeeze through the bars, and she kind of points that away.
Okay.
All right.
I reload my gun then. For my I guess that was my main action squeeze through.
Sure. Okay.
So
Wally, you have been summoned back for sewage duty.
He's got a way to turn for me to take my action to use some
Oh,
stuff.
fair enough. Fair enough. Willow. Um, Willow feels that Garuda does more than enough damage, so she is going to shout to the others. Um, we are going to kill the monster. You can come if you like. And then she's going to start heading back over. Because she's got the highest DPS in the party with her, so it should be fun. Alright, Pietro.
Well, if there is a monster that needs to be killed, I will gladly kill it. Let's see. One, two, three. I guess I need to make a acrobatics check.
Yeah, acrobatics to squeeze through. Yeah, you do not feel comfortable this turn trying to get through there. It is just there's too much Pietro and the bars are all bent out of shape and yeah, it's just not going to happen. You are looking for a 10. 10 to 15 will get you through with 1d4 damage. 15 or higher gets you through with no damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I cut my hand or like get hurt on the bars or something to keep my
Yeah,
range going?
it wasn't an action to try to get through as part of your movement. So if you want to
Okay.
like intentionally hurt yourself, you totally can.
Yes.
Or just give yourself a
You
nice
gotta
punch in
bite
the
your lip out of
yeah.
anticipation.
Oh, in a sexy lip bite kind of way? Like, yeah. All right, whatever you need to do, I guess. Go for it.
Okay. I'll just cut my hand with my scimitar for I guess
Point of
point of
damage.
damage or whatever.
Sure. All right, Davian, you're up.
Yeah, I'll head on over there.
Okay. I guess I'll just turn off this here combat music since there's no actual combat happening.
Yet.
not yet.
True.
Alright, I'll try and get through. Oh, I guess I don't need to concentrate on fairy fire anymore. I'll let that go.
I should have gotten out of the way.
All right. As you go to squeeze through, you do get cut up just a little bit or a lot bit. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
Apparently, these metal bars are the strongest monster in the sewers. Okay. You're not feeling so good afterwards.
Oh, darn it. Okay. After I get out of here, I'll move over to here. That was my action. I'm gonna do the move. I'll worry about the not feeling good next round.
Sure. All right. Afra, to you.
Okay. I'm going to move over to here. It's 20, 25, 30. I'm gonna just kind of zoop out of the thing. Because, water.
Yeah, totally.
Except I can't move my thing any
Oh, I
further.
got you. Bloop. All right.
Okay. And, so Willow went over there.
Mm-hmm.
Is there like a room over here?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I will bonus action dash and maybe get like into the room.
Okay. As you pass, she says, that platform over there is where the creature will reappear.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jenna, to you. Unless Afra's got anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay.
Um,
You've been left alone in this spooky room.
yeah, Jenna doesn't like that. She's gonna leave Wally here,
Okay.
sigh at this, whatever's going on right here, and just
Well,
misty step
you
through.
see two like olive-skinned Easter hams kind of kissing each other, trying to escape from Pietro's pants as he's kind of bent over trying to find a good way to get in there.
That boy
Uh,
thick.
yeah, it reminds you growing up in Faye, where you guys all had indoor plumbing, and the plumber would come by and have to like fix the garbage disposal.
Oh,
Just,
Oof.
come on.
Where is this thing gonna reappear, Willow?
in this room, is where it will reappear.
I gotta count by.
I guess with a half orc, you could say it's like two watermelons kissing, because the watermelon's green, right? It's two watermelons kissing. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll just kind of
Gotta
wait right
expand
here for everyone to catch up.
my orc butt cheeks repertoire. All right, Garuda.
No.
Pietro is hesitant to come through. He did not want to get stuck.
I look at Pietro, laugh a little bit, and then I'll move up. Come on, Pietro, you got
Oh,
this. And 10,
all right.
15, 20, 25. Alright. Okay, well, I'm ready when you are. Where's this monster at?
This platform over here.
Okay,
Right.
you said it was small, right? Just a little baby monster?
It is smaller than a house.
What?
Okay. Uh, Wally, you're up.
Wally's just gonna fly over to Pietro
Mm-hmm.
and provide the
Help
help
action.
action. He's gonna
All right.
kind of use his beak to like move Pietro's limbs around, guiding his limbs like around the
Okay.
buzz.
I got you. I got you. Okay. So, like Pietro at the spinning wheel, and like Wally's wings kind of go around him, showing him how to make a pot on the pottery wheel.
Yeah,
Got it.
pretty much.
Okay.
Did you watch Ghost recently? Because that's like the second reference you made up to
Oh,
me.
the second reference like this week, more, but like the
Yeah.
7,000th time. It was very impactful for me as a kid. I couldn't wait to die and come back as a sexy ghost to possess Whoopi Goldberg. So, anyways,
Crash, your age is
uh,
showing again.
yeah, it does. So Willow will move into the room because she's not about to not get to hit this thing, and she's actually going to position herself right here. All right. The creature's still got plenty of time on the clock. Nobody's hitting Willow or making her lose her concentration. All right. Uh, so Pietro, assuming you get through here, I can just have everybody line up for the Charleston beatdown on this creature.
Let me make a check.
All right.
With
Acrobatics with
advantage, or
advantage. Yep.
okay. There we go.
Alrighty. Uh, Someday Roll20 will show your roll to everyone, but I would believe your roll is good enough. You push your way through the doors.
It's 21.
Yeah. All right. If everybody is down for it, you guys can just I can just put you in or near the room, and you could ready actions to blast this thing if you want. Um, the only person that can't ready it would be Willow because, well, she could ready an attack. So yeah, she'll ready an attack. If she ready to spell, she'd lose concentration.
When we position, I'd probably want to be in front of Jenna, not behind Jenna.
Okay, sure.
If that's okay.
Position yourself as you see fit.
Oh, do I need to?
Willow, can you
Was I
ping him
able to
where?
wiggle out of the bars well enough, or do I need to worry
Oh
about?
yeah. You didn't take any damage or anything.
Okay. I will cut myself again just to keep the rage going.
All right, fair enough.
Is is Willow like assuring us that this whole space will be taken up by it?
Yes.
Oh damn!
Willow, you
Yeah.
said this day was small.
Or than a
I
house.
did. You'll be fine.
We need to talk about your size variants.
Mm, mm. Uh, all right. If that is the case, I assume everybody's holding a readied action. Assuming that you could do enough damage with your readied actions to kill it, that will be that. Otherwise, the initiative will start up with the creature taking its turn. Does that work for everybody? That's generally how banishment dog piles are handled.
Works for me.
Sounds
All right.
good.
All right. So I guess in any order, just start dropping your stuff on this thing.
Oh, I would have had to be right next to it to attack it with melee. Um,
Man, Garuda, you only get that one shot. All right. Let's see what we got here. Afra, you definitely hit, and you can add sneak attack, which you did. So it takes 11 points of damage. All right, Jenna does not hit. Garuda does not hit. Pietro, you do hit, even though you're down in the muck and the slime there just a little bit. Let's
I
see.
have to be if I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that's
hit.
fine. Let's see. Yeah, actually, that would hit even if it had a bonus to its armor class from you being down low and it being up high and all that jazz. All right, so let's see. So that's 13 more damage. 12 from Willow does not hit. 17 from Davian does hit. It is still going. Anybody else? Anybody? Nope. All right. It is going to take its turn. Let's see. It's in a target-rich environment. It has come back to a target-rich environment. It is going to make 3 attacks. So the first attack is going to use a tentacle. It's going to use a tentacle on Davian because you're right up in its grill. Here we go.
Bring it.
All right, 20.
That is my AC. I'm going to shield that.
Okay. Pietro, 19.
That hits.
All right. It is going to grapple you and restrain you with its tentacle. You take 4 bludgeoning and 4 piercing, so I guess just 4 damage since you are
Yep.
raging. And then the creature is going to try and bite you. Let's see. Here we go. This is with advantage because restrain.
That
So
hits.
19. All right, give me a Constitution saving throw. All right. And that's the creature's turn. I'm pretty sure with your full action economy, you guys should be able to finish this thing off before it gets another chance to attack. Pietro, what are you gonna do?
So I'm restrained. So my movement is 0, but I still can attack. Is that how
Right.
that
It
works?
just attacks are
Okay.
at disadvantage.
Okay. Um. Yeah, we'll just deal with that.
A common strategy is to attack recklessly when restrained because they have advantage on you
I think
already.
he's only got the 1 level of barbarian though.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm not. I haven't leveled up yet. Otherwise, I
Okay.
would attack
if
recklessly.
only we were level 9.
All right. What do you got?
Well, no. I mean, I get it.
It's all good. Focus on the. Oh yeah. 21 definitely hits. It takes 13 points of damage.
Okay. Extra attack. 27.
Oh man, look at the
Who needs
universe.
advantage?
Look at the yeah. All right, it's another 10 points of damage.
And
It is
then,
still going. It is a beefy tank of HP.
my offhand attack.
All right.
15.
15 is enough. It
Okay.
takes 17 points of damage. Its knees kind of buckle, and it dies. All right.
Good job, Pietro.
Uh, yeah. Willow stops
I'm glad I
concentrating.
killed it for you.
Yeah. She nods to you, Pietro. A look of thanks kind of passing between you.
I nod back.
Alright, I'm gonna go back to the other room. So you guys
Okay.
won't have to squeeze through the bars unless I tell you.
Okay.
Are we out of initiative, Crash?
We are out of initiative. So are you gonna Misty step through again, or are you going
Yeah.
to? Okay.
I'm gonna carve this thing open and see if there's anything in its stomach.
Okay, it's a little weird. I don't know why you'd feel like that was a thing that you could do, but I mean, it's a thing you could do, but I don't know why you would do it.
Well,
All
it
right.
is a monster that eats garbage.
It's true. That's true. As you tear the thing open, uh, inside you find a carved wooden statuette of a hawk. You find a small locked box that quietly hums.
Those are
You find a
interesting.
pouch containing 10 dried peas. You find a mirror that when you look at it, it only shows the back of your head.
Okay, that's super useful for haircuts.
You also find a jeweled bracelet, still attached to the wrist and hand, worth 6 gold.
I'll unclasp it from the wrist and hand. It's like I don't think my character's very religious.
And
He's not gonna.
you find a finely crafted dulcimer, worth 25 gold.
Damn. I don't play the dulcimer, but I can recognize a nice instrument.
Do you find the remains of an older bard in there as well?
I mean, the hand was there. I mean,
Alright,
Gerudo's following Jenna in their crash.
okay. Give me an acrobatics check to pass back through the bars.
14.
14. Okay, you do scrape yourself up yet again, passing through. 3 more damage. Another Constitution save. Everybody getting all kinds of diseases down here. Oh, or not, or not. All right. You reach the pillared room with the pool. And then
I'm gonna use my action to take control Wally's senses, and I'm gonna dive in.
sure. Okay, it is really gross in there. Uh, as you try to swim around and figure out what's what. Go ahead and give me an investigation check. Um,
12.
uh, yeah, other than a tremendous a number of bones, animal and human, you do not find anything of interest.
Okay.
The pool itself is about 15 feet deep.
Alright, yeah, I'll just have Wally come back up. So you need to make a con save, I'm guessing.
Yeah, from delving into some demonic sewage for sure. Yeah, he looks horrible, feels terrible.
I'll put him in his Pokeball.
Mm.
And I'm gonna just start ritual casting detect magic.
Okay. All right, the rest of you, Garuda, you're hanging out with Jenna. Afra, looks like you and Davian have moved back to sort of a neutral position. What are you guys up to?
I was just waiting to kind of make sure that we were good to roll our checks and everything to get through.
Oh yeah, sure, go for it.
Oh, I'm gonna get hit again.
You actually could not even find a good place to get through. Every time people pass through, those bars are getting more and more janked up.
Oh.
You're to just kind of stand at the edge and
Afra,
let people come
you're
in.
still water for a bit. How long do you stay in water for? I think you're
After
muted,
you're
Afra.
muted.
An hour.
An hour, okay. So yeah, you could just pass through, no problem.
Yeah.
I'll help people get through. When they...
Okay. Yeah, so Davian, you could try again if you'd like.
Go gadget. Acro. Nope.
Alright, with Garuda's assistance, you do pass through. You do get scraped up again for a single point of damage. Um, Pietro, do you rejoin the rest of the party, or?
Um, I would have asked Willow if this larger room was where the she found the monster originally, and would have poked around to see if there's anything of value.
Yeah, so she informs you that this is where the creature was found. She shattered its head, question mark, which is what started the whole nonsense in the first place. But beyond that, she didn't get a chance to check out the room. It's another scuzzy pool situation, etc., and there is a door on the western wall.
Okay. Well, I will assume that because the other door we found was alarmed, this could be as well. It would be foolish to try and check it without having someone with magical abilities on
Mm,
hand.
okay. I mean,
So,
Willow's feelings are hurt a little bit because she does have
oh,
magical abilities. But you know, it's fine. It's fine.
I forgot.
Uh,
Just disable
so
that chest.
she'll cast detect magic. There's nothing magical in this area that she could see. On the door, on the floor, on the room, nothing.
Okay. I will go up to the door and I will see if it is locked. I will attempt to
Okay.
open it.
It's the same situation. It is simply just stuck from moisture and humidity.
Okay.
Athletics
Um.
tend to open.
All right. I will. I will try and force the door open.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. Door opens. There's a room beyond with a large circular pool, fed by a channel coming north to south. There is also a ledge on the other side, 10 feet wide, that goes towards the north.
All right.
All
I
right.
will.
While you're processing that, let's check and see
Yep.
what the other group's doing. All right.
Fair
So what are you guys doing back over here? Jenna, you
enough.
cast detect magic, reminding yourself that these doors do have protections on them.
Yeah, I'm looking for the kind of schools of magic.
Sure.
Davian's diseased, isn't he?
All right. So let's see. Abjuration.
Cool. Okay. Um, where's Willow? Does anyone know dispel magic? Um, I believe both these doors are alarmed.
I do not have that spell.
What
I
spell
can
is it?
grab the chat. Spell magic.
Uh, no, no,
So,
I don't know that spell. Sorry.
I didn't
mm,
think you would.
mm,
Um, guess we'll wait for Willow and ask her.
okay. Back over in team half work. What are you guys gonna do?
I would stick my head. I guess I would jump out onto the platform to just to sort
Okay.
of see what's in this area, just to see if there's any immediate danger, and then head back and let the party know what we have found.
Yeah, as you jump across to check it out, you do see that there is a door, and the door is on the north wall.
Mm. I will take note of that and suggest to Willow that we will return to the party. We do not want to get too far away from them.
Okay. All right. I will fast travel you back over here. Whoop. There you go. She looks at those bars and she lets out just a sigh, just the deepest sigh.
Well, before she comes through, I'm gonna ask her through the bars if she has
Uh,
dispel magic.
she says, uh, I do, but I have spent all my magic.
Well, far as I see it, then we
Well,
should probably.
I can use fourth level slot if you like. It's one spell effect.
I mean, we don't know what awaits us. Um, and there's 2 doors. We could just get out of here. We could go back for the night and rest, recuperate ourselves. I could also just create a dome of protection for us to rest in. If you guys are alright sleeping in here, it'll be much more comfortable then.
Yeah.
If you do the dome of protection for us here in the room with the doors, then at least we'd also be aware if, like, because if we assign a watch, we can see if anyone like tries to open one of the doors. Because if we leave, we won't know if they're aware that we've cleared out the rest of all this.
Yeah. Let's get Willow
But there
and
is also the
Petrus
matter
here
of
then.
collecting the special weapon that Lady Primewater was sent.
I mean, that'll just be waiting for us, right? Um,
I would
I'm not.
presume so, but
I'm not sure if this door goes directly towards the keep just yet.
no. But if there is an alarm, that would suggest that perhaps it is at least a line of defense. There could be, or could lead us there directly. We do not know.
Plus, we're not quite ready for the take her out even.
I don't know about you guys, but I don't like sleeping in sewers. Just putting that one out.
I mean, we'll be completely protected.
Yeah. I get that. It's just the fact that we're sleeping in a sewer, Jenna.
I mean, it'll be quite comfortable.
In a sewer.
Well, I mean, the dome does provide its own air-conditioned atmosphere.
Do I have to look around here and see that we're still in a sewer?
Well,
Oh no, Garuda, we
Just
understand how
close
you
your
sleep. We'll,
eyes.
we'll put a blanket over your head.
damn, damn, damn.
Well, then he's not in the sewer anymore. It's
I
bedtime.
mean,
That feels very like birdist, you know?
Just stereotype because it's true, okay?
Okay, okay.
Actually, that was I felt bad just saying that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna withdraw from that.
Goddamn Canadians, dude. Always apologizing.
And
Commit to your
I
birdist
would
remarks.
I would let the party know about the other access point that Willow and I found, and I do not know if there is thieves' cant directing us that.
Oh yeah, so looking around to see if there is any thieves' cant in this area. You do not see any, but as you kind of think back to your investigations or whatever, you do actually recall as you and Willow were exploring, you did in fact see some strange markings in that same sort of blue chalk.
Okay.
The path that you guys had taken.
Okay. Well, in that case, I guess I would share that. I just didn't know if I had to be proficient in thieves' cant to kind of be know what's up, you know.
Oh yeah, you would. Yeah. So
Okay.
otherwise, it's yeah. I mean, you saw the markings, but they would be completely mysterious. Otherwise, we'd be pooping all over the class ability of a rogue. So
Right.
yeah.
But I have enough to enough intelligence to recognize similar
Oh yeah,
patterns.
similar markings. Yep. Yep.
Okay. Well, in that case, I will point out that the that luck of the draw had sort of pointed us in that direction. Do we want to? So is the decision at this point to camp, or do we want to explore some more?
Wait,
I
look at the
think we
draw
can.
was pointing us in that direction. So what the fuck are these
Yes,
doors saying?
back where we killed the tentacle creature.
Well, Jenna, with your big wizard brain, and Afra with your inquisitive nature, you guys both realize that luck can do a lot of things, but he's not a spellcaster. So there would have been no way, at least that you guys know of, for him to have entered the area that you're currently in through the means that you took.
Oh, okay, okay, I'm down for it then. Yeah, let's take a break. Let's go to sleep and get that
Yeah.
level 9
But
or
Davian does
8,
bring up a
whatever.
good point. That staying would allow you to keep a lookout on this area, whereas leaving would essentially what seasoned adventurers cause possibly trigger a dungeon reset.
Yeah, I'd rather just stay right here.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna cast Lehman's Tiny Hut.
Okay.
Do we want to explore the pools we found before we rest? Perhaps this will
We
give
we did
Wally
already.
time. No. The ones that we found back the other way.
They did
This will
find
give chance.
two new ones. Yeah.
This will give
Um,
Wally a chance to recover after.
if I mean Wally's not feeling too well, if anyone can restore him, if not, I can resummon him over our rest, and
What
he'll
does he
get
need
a new
for
body.
restoration? Like,
Probably just a lesser.
I, yeah, I think it was lesser that they were
He's
asking.
diseased like many of you.
okay. I can expend 5 lay on hands
Okay.
to take his disease off. I'll actually also expend 5 lay on hands to take my own disease off,
Okay.
and uh, and then I still have a lesser restoration I can cast after he does the first of the 2 pools before we get him ready for the second one, if needed.
Okay.
He did anything to me too?
Are you diseased?
I don't know. I never got a confirmation. I might be.
Mm.
I can. I only have the one lesser restoration left today, but after we rest, I'll have my spell slots and my lay on hands back, so I can undisease anyone in the morning if anyone is remaining diseased.
Alright.
I'll probably use the lesser restoration on Garuda if he's diseased instead of Wally though, like this night, because I don't know if the disease will prevent Garuda from resting.
Mm. Okay. What about yourself?
Yeah, I did it to myself. I
Oh,
had
you already did.
yeah, I
He
have 10,
touched
10
himself.
HP on the lay on hands, so I touched myself in
Okay.
front of everyone. It was scandalous.
Sure, sure.
Yeah, and I would have cleared up Wally, and then is Garuda disease? Can we medicine that? Can we figure
Sure.
out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can medicine him.
I got
I
it.
gotta.
Somehow through it all, he has not managed to contract any diseases,
Okay, cool beans.
despite a number of very infected-looking cuts and lacerations. His strange bird immune system seems to be fending off any serious threats to his person.
So while I'm investigating him with medicine and I'm realizing that he's not actually diseased, I will make a big show of casting Dawn Dish Detergent.
Okay.
But I will tell him that I have used my magics to clear all trace of disease from him.
Well, fair enough.
Oh, thanks, Davey. I appreciate you, buddy. You're a really good friend.
um,
So am I assuming that you guys are gonna try and go through these bars yet again to try to get over to the pools to investigate them, or are you just
no,
gonna do
I'm
your
just
long rest?
gonna you act like go into Wally's senses, and I'm just
Uh-huh.
gonna tell Pietro to lead Wally to the pools he's talking about, and
Okay.
then we'll just investigate them before Pietro tries to come through the bars.
All right. I will take
Okay.
this squad right here over to the 2 pools. All right. Go ahead and give me an investigation check, Jenna.
Nine.
Yeah. The only thing of interest that you find besides just broken trash and like mucky garbage is that the two pools are connected underneath the water.
Okay, then I'll just swim through to the other pool
Okay.
and investigate that one.
All right. So go ahead and give me another investigation check. Oh, there it is. Okay. Uh, yeah, searching through the muck and the garbage, you just don't find anything useful or interesting. It's just all garbage.
Alright, then Wally's gonna come out and use his con save.
There you go. Yeah, he's
Now he
getting
rolls good.
he's getting acclimated to life in the sewers.
Yep, and
Oh,
he's just gonna kind of do like a motion that there's nothing there. We should go back with his wings.
okay. He crosses his
Okay.
wings in front of him several times, and shake his head. Okay.
You got a 10.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a
it's
minus
not the
3. That's
it's not the
pretty.
worst attempt of a bird to communicate with humans or humanoids. All right, are you guys
He'll
satisfied
land
with
on
your
Peach's head.
search, or?
Yeah, I
let's
mean,
see
if the
where
bird's
Willard
saying we're
is.
done, we're done.
All right. So you guys settle in, hopefully to gain the benefits of a long rest.
Do you
Uh,
need us to acrobatics or
I'm gonna say at
niche?
this point you're no longer under duress and you're about to benefit from a long rest. So we'll say that eventually and slowly, everybody manages to get through the bars. So. All right. As you guys hunker down in this opaque, semi-opaque, opaque hemisphere, it is interesting because there is a flat bottom to it. So you can sort of see the sewage kind of slurping along beneath you, heading to the south. Um, yeah, let me see if there's any encounters worth mentioning.
I was promised a blanket to put underneath my head.
If
Uh,
Garuda wants one, Davian will give him his blanket.
fair enough.
Oh, do we need to set up a watch?
We should. Part of the reason we're down here is so that we can look into that other room and make sure that whether or not anyone opens those alarm doors.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Jenna's gonna like explain to everyone how the spell works. I posted it so you all should read it so you understand. But essentially, like, wake me up if you see a spellcaster. The only way they can penetrate this dome is if they dispel it. So, otherwise,
Right.
like, if it's just like goblins poking at it, they're not gonna be able to do anything.
During the night, during the fourth hour of rest, who would be on on watch during the fourth hour of rest? Anyone?
Um,
I was Pietro was going to volunteer for like the first shift. Who wants?
Okay.
Davian will take second shift.
Okay. I think this would probably fall under towards the end of second shift then. You do hear, I believe. What's your passive perception?
My passive's only an 11.
Oh, okay. Maybe you don't then. Let's see. Maybe you don't. No, you would. you hear something very large on the other side of the bars. Looking down, sort of, and past it, you see the massive body of a very, very long snake winding its way through the sewers.
Huh.
I will remain as still as possible, but
Okay.
I will be ready to basically tackle hug Garuda away from the grate if that thing looks as though it's about to come through the grate.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
I
so
will.
you see it just sort of pass by. As it kind of continues its patrol of the sewers.
Thinking to myself, oh great, that's probably something we're gonna have to kill to clear out our way out. But when I wake up, presumably Willow for the
Okay.
next watch, I will be sure to explain what it was I saw, and yeah,
Good will take last watch.
All right, fair enough. The rest of the gosh, it's more like late afternoon, evening, really, because you haven't been down in the sewers all that long. Yeah, the rest of the evening passes without any real interest, and you guys finish your long rest and level up. So everyone should be level 8 now.
Do,
I
do,
was promised
do.
9. Fifth
Oh
level.
man.
Fifth school of magic.
You that customer that tried to get a toothbrush for like 3 cents at Target and then just got shamed all over the internet when the world was still normal. Yeah. Um.
Just the fifth school of magic is where I get to do fun enchanty things. I guess eight's good.
All right. If anybody needs a minute for leveling, that is totally okay.
please.
Yeah.
I forgot to leave myself a notice whether or not I actually had upped my hit points or not. I think I did, but I'm gonna recalculate them just to be sure.
Why is it not letting me level up? Hey Crash, it's saying I gained the features of taking another level of a barbarian. Isn't I?
Mm-hmm.
But it only says my barbarian level is 1. Is that a standard sort of weirdness with
What
character
with
mancer?
Character Mancer? Did you under levels go down and yeah, you added a +1 there. I see.
Yeah,
It says reckless attack and danger sense will be added.
yeah.
Okay. So
I
when
was
you're
just gonna hit
done,
apply changes as soon.
yeah, when you're done, they'll show up on your character sheet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Yep. It's fine. I was worried about.
No worries.
Okay. I think I'm good.
Same.
I gained a whole pile of spell slots, but I'm still only a second level, or not second level caster, but I can only cast level 2 spells. So I've got a lot of upcast slots available.
I'm ready.
I'm choosing my spells real quick. Sorry, guys.
And when we wake up, I think that Afra needs to give us a rousing speech.
I
Mm.
was going to.
Never hurts to have a reminder when it comes to sweet temp HP.
Well, last time we talked about it, you were like, "Oh yeah, that's a thing." Remind me. So I was just reminding you.
Yeah.
Wasn't meant as sarcasm. It just came off that. Sorry.
I think the
Let's.
only thing I need to decide is if whether I want silence or enhance ability.
I
I'm
have
leaning towards
silence.
enhance ability. Oh,
Yeah.
there we go. Although I
Hey,
keep on filling myself up with concentration spells. I really gotta stop that.
hey,
Literally all of my spells are concentration spells.
Well,
I
just
feel
take
dumb.
War Mage.
Well, it
Crash.
doesn't give you an extra concentration slot though.
Yeah.
That's
No, it
the
That
doesn't.
would
that's
be
the
the
sad
most
yeah
overpowered thing.
yeah that's the sad life
No,
of a
I.
druid is I think almost any spell worth casting as a druid is concentration based. So it's like that's why you see so many moon druids because there's only so much you could flip and do with a druid spell list because it's so concentration heavy. So you kick off a concentration spell, turn into a friggin' giant snake, and then that's your life. Yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
poor
No,
druids.
it's good. I figure like, at least enhance ability is something that could potentially be useful outside of combat as well. So it's not limited to just that. Heat metal is obviously highly situational. They generally have to have metal on them. Huzzah! So Fairy Fire and Divine Favor are the two that I'll probably most commonly cast. Although I still have Bless and I like Bless, but Fairy Fire gives us advantage. So
All right.
too many buffs, not enough spell concentration ability.
All right. The time passes. You feel yourselves grow in strength thanks to the blood of heroes. Uh, the protective barrier fades. What is your next move?
Um, I'm going to look at this door and try and discern its purpose. Um, for both of these doors, I basically want to see if it's more of like it's like a door to like a new area, or if it looks like a storage closet type door,
Mm.
or if they're both the
Hmm.
same.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Um.
We got to
Gosh.
dispel the alarm first, though.
All right, you're
Without
telling me that
touching.
you're just trying to look at the door and
Yeah,
using Jenna's incredible knowledge of architecture, and engineering and interior design, determine what these doors do.
yeah, kind of chatting with Afra about them
Sure,
because she's an
sure, sure.
archaeologist, so
Okay, okay.
she's really trained up and trying to take her knowledge with my big brain and figure out what these doors
Afra,
are for.
is this like the thing you're doing at like roughly 2 in the morning? Is you're gonna do some door assessments here after your rousing speech?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Okay, sure, sure.
How is
Uh,
it another 10 hit points for the speech?
7, I think.
No, it's
Afra,
10 now.
10,
It's
okay.
yeah, it's 3 plus
Plus
half
your
what
level?
plus. Oh, so in that case it's 11, right?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't have the ability, but
Okay, hang on. I was shopping.
okay.
Let me pull
Let's
it
see.
up.
Inspiring
Okay.
leader.
Here it is. Here it
Uh,
is. I got it. There.
yeah, your level plus your charisma modifier.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So 11.
Damn. Thank you.
All right. Afra, with Jenna's assistance, using your archaeologist background, give me a history check.
All right.
History being the 5e skill for nerdy stuff that has no actual category.
Well,
Yeah,
that sucked.
So you check out these doors, and first and foremost, this is a lot of doors for a sewer. You're confident that this is way more doors than a sewer should probably have. If anything, you would say that this is a sewer dungeon hybrid. The fact that it's a sewer dungeon hybrid definitely makes you think that it has been modified to make it difficult to find your way through, aka the dungeon part of things, while still providing the waste management and water management functionality of a sewer. That being said, you could launch into a long diatribe about the benefits and cons of combining a sewer and a dungeon into one structure, how it would affect the local ecosystem, and how it is going to structurally impact the buildings above it. But at no point, as you rack your big brain, can you determine which of these doors is any better or worse than the other doors. That being said, the two of you do piece together this fact. You only put alarms on doors or wards on doors if you don't want people to open them. So that's kind of where you guys arrive at. Neither of them looks like a vault door or anything like heavy duty.
Yeah.
And none of them look like a boss door. Capital B, capital O, capital S, capital S.
Well, yeah, you need a key to get into that one anyway.
Yeah.
Um. All right, I'm gonna cast a dispel magic on the door right next.
Yeah. If you see a door that looks like this, like that would be a significant door. So maybe a door looks like this.
I
Yeah.
give just pictures of doors.
Okay. You see a door like this, probably gonna ask you a riddle. Okay. So yeah.
Answer
Anyways.
me these questions 3.
Yeah.
You guys remember when we first started venturing and we were inside the house and there
You
was a
see a door
door in
like
the
this,
basement?
you got to roll initiative. You know what I mean? It just goes on and on. There's a lot of different doors. So
Oh, I'm really good at finding those doors.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna just dispel the alarm on this door.
Okay. Dispel magic.
Yep.
All right. That works. The alarm is dispelled.
And
I'm back.
And if Afra is going to pick the lock on the door, I will assist her as I am also proficient in thieves' tools.
Oh. Okay.
I'm gonna ritual cast detect magic also before I instruct them to open it. Because I want to be able to see everything that's in there.
Okay.
Wherever I'm
This
looking.
door to the north is still warded.
Yeah, I'm just instructing everyone not to touch that door for now.
All right. Afra and Pietro, you guys open this door. There is a room on the other side. It has a lot of the same sewer qualities that you have come to know and love about Sewer Dungeon.
Should I go first?
Slimy
With the door?
floor, deep canal full of shit water, water passing between bars, water being fed by pipes and stuff. You know, sewer stuff. Just sewer things. Okay. There is a interesting and possibly pointless 10-foot wide and deep alcove to your left. There is canal. The canal is flowing in a southerly direction. Interestingly enough, yeah, there we go. You see that there is water coming from some pipes over here that kind of ooze into the room, and there is water that is just sort of flowing from beneath the wall here. You're not really sure where that's coming from.
doesn't make sense. Why would someone put an alarm on this door if it's nowhere?
Just curious. So this is like a 10-foot drop, you said?
No, it's just alcove. So it's just
Oh,
like,
okay, okay.
yeah, little area off on its own that doesn't really make any sense.
Okay, and do I detect any magic?
Hmm. You are still detecting magic. You do not see anything new.
Alright, I'm gonna just go into Wally's senses and dive into this pool
Okay.
and try and figure out where this is going.
Yeah, it goes under the wall. There is a grate about 20 feet to the west of his current location that he could pop on out of if he wanted to.
Yeah, I'd like to do that real quick.
Okay, sure. Hold on just a second. Oh, interesting. Okay. When this transmogged over from my playtest server, it's broke all my miniature connections, which has been just a joy to reapply them as we play. Let's see. All right. As he surfaces, there is a series of attack rolls made against him.
Does he get an initiative roll to try and dive back down before he dies?
No, the nature of these creatures is such that they are very good at ambushing things.
Okay.
But as he surfaces, he sees a room with two treasure chests, a lot of garbage and bones littered around the floor, and a door. He takes all of this in the briefest moments before he is savaged by a series of attacks. So these are all coming in with advantage because of the nature of the creature. I guess the first one would be advantage, and at that point he knows that shit's happening, surprise round style. So here we go. First, so I don't think either of those hits, right? An 11.
No, he's got a 14 AC.
All right. That one probably hits. Let's
Yep.
see. The damage is
Enough to
10.
kill him.
All right,
Yeah,
and then
he's
there's
gone.
okay. All
Yeah,
right.
and I would just explain to everyone that down that canal there is a grate and then a room full of ambushers and treasure chests and garbage. And a door.
It seems like a very unpleasant way to get around a sewer, though. And the grate itself was easy enough for him to get through because he is a tiny creature. But you can't imagine that a medium creature would have much luck with it.
Um I could
Shall
take
we
one of
try
us
the other
there,
door?
but alright.
Could take what?
I could take one of us there with myself. Though how many creatures was it? He did have blind sense, so or
Yeah.
blind sight, so
Within the range of his blind sight, he was being attacked by 3 different creatures.
3 creatures in a room.
Mm-hmm.
I could teleport myself and Petra there.
I'd
An
be
option.
happy to do so, or Willow. I think either one of us would be capable of dealing with those attackers.
Okay.
Or we could just check this door for now. Yeah, I'll just dispel the alarm on
Okay.
the top door.
This door is not alarmed so much as it
Or
is
whatever spell
warded.
is on
Yeah.
it.
Okay. So you're gonna remove the warding from it. Got it.
Yep.
Okay. And what level are you casting the dispel at?
Just third level.
Okay. Can you give me a caster check, please?
Okay.
13. You are unable to remove the ward with a 13. It has been cast at a higher spell slot than third level.
Willow, would you like to give it a shot? I was unable to break the magic.
Okay. She's like, should I use a fourth level or?
Well, could I
Discern the
like
level that it was cast at?
yeah,
No.
yeah,
Yeah.
no. Okay. I mean, you could try it.
Or just normal and try like you did.
How many
She has
level
3
spells do
third
you
level
get?
spells and 2 fourth level spells.
Uh, yeah, go ahead and try it.
Do we have anything 5th level?
No, not
Early?
yet. All right. She's gonna cast it at 4th level, I guess. Here we go. All right. She does need to make a caster check.
Mm.
Here we go. I have put in my request for a roll. Let's see if it comes back to us. She is successful and removes the ward from the door.
Somewhat. You want to check and see if it's locked, Pietro, after?
Sure.
Okay.
I will assist in picking any locks.
The door is most assuredly locked. It is one of them locks built into the door situations. All right. You go at it with a 17. Um, you find that the lock is of a quality higher than you are able to pick.
Mm.
So this is a very good quality lock on a door that has been made to look as unassuming as possible, but had a spell, a ward on it of at least 5th level or higher. Oh, and there was also a demon nearby that was guarding it.
Hmm.
And apparently no actual way to reach this room from the sewers.
Hmm.
I'm
So this
gonna
is probably
just
the door we want.
I'll put it out there for you. Your earlier door discussions aside, this does seem like a pretty damn important door.
Well, do we want to try to bust through the door? Davian, are you any better with locks than I am?
I think I'm about as good, but I am wondering if perhaps casting enhance ability on myself or yourself would perhaps give us what we need to get through it. Out of character, that just gives us advantage, but it's something.
Well, remember
Well,
with skill checks, they're either a one and done or they're a diminishing return. But it's
yeah.
not a thing that gets easier every time you attempt. It gets harder every time you attempt.
That's why I'm thinking that the only
Yeah.
way to reattempt would be cast enhance ability. So we are actually going at it with a superior difference than what we tried before.
Mm.
On the same token, we could also enhance ability someone's strength and see about trying to
See, the
knock
Just
the
thing
door
is,
down.
Hulk it down.
Or
I don't really want to break this door down, because what if we open it and it's the basement of the keep? We kind of just want to close it and then come back, right? Like,
Okay.
We are
So you're saying you just
are not
want to
ready to do.
confirm, is what you're
yeah,
saying?
pretty much.
I could try to shoot the lock.
I do not think that will have the desired effect, but I
No,
believe
no,
my
no. It works in
proficiencies
movies.
with
We got this.
you mean plays, and I would not recommend it. I think my proficiencies are slightly higher than Afra's. I could take another crack at it with enhanced ability. No
Sure.
offense, Afra.
Okay, I'll try and cast enhance ability on Pietro. Unless anyone has a better idea. 3, 2, 1.
Great always has gone around.
So,
So the cat's grace one gives you advantage on all dexterity checks. Also, you don't take damage from 20 feet of falling if
okay.
danger happens.
Willow is like checking to see if she has guidance, because that would have been a good thing to cast on you. She does not. All right.
All right. I will. I'll roll for thieves' tools with advantage.
Okay. Yeah. After there's a certain sense of satisfaction as you with your inquisitive rogue ability, unless Pietro rolls like a nat 20 on his deception, you could tell that he is completely flummoxed by the complexity of this lock.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Pietro, yeah, it's a whopper. It is. Yeah.
This is
Somebody
beyond my
somebody does
depth.
not yeah, somebody does not want people coming and going through this door.
Jenna, do you have unseen servant?
I do.
Why don't you cast your unseen servant on the other side of the door and command it to unlock the door?
Big brain.
Just so cheesy. Yeah.
Okay.
It's magic.
Mm,
Yeah, but casting it through doors is kind of like the DM puts obstacles in the way for a reason, and then like you're kind of just like fuck your obstacles. Um,
If
I'll
the
ritual
magic
cast
reward
it.
was still there, maybe it wouldn't have worked.
I'll
All right.
ritual
So you
cast
cast
unseen.
Unseen Servant, an independent creature of its own right that you cannot see through its eyes, etc., etc. All
And
right.
command it to unlock the door.
Sure.
Yeah, we're just gonna ignore the
Uh,
fact that Davian saw a snake last night.
so like any Mr. Meeseeks, you have given it a task, and it is trying to do the task. It can't do the task, so it's just going to stand there trying to do the task that it can't do, because there's a logic loop there.
Yeah, it's not working.
You imagine that if the door was warded, this would have caused some problems, because with its strength of 2, it is now bashing itself against the door, trying to open it, because I don't know if you guys were. I don't know if Davian was thinking like this is like the door to someone's apartment, and there's just like a little latch on the other side that you turn and like let people in, like your food delivery arrived. But
Maybe the
yeah.
key's hanging on the wall on the other
Right.
Oh, right,
side.
right.
Well,
Maybe it's
Yeah.
no,
barred.
I envisioned
Actually, what's
the.
taking so long is there's a complimentary like cookie coffee setup, and so the unseen servant is actually making himself some fucking coffee, and he's running them Otis Spunkmeyer cookies through the little heat 'em
well,
up oven. You know what I'm saying? It's because he wants it to be just so when he bites into that choco chip right before he downs that sweet sweet coffee. You can't believe how nice the waiting area is for this dungeon. It's absolutely phenomenal.
I'm gonna
No,
use a
that
bonus action to command it to do nothing
okay.
after it kinks the
So
door open, and I
yeah,
hear the
so it
tiny
just
thumps.
you just hear the sad sigh of failure on the other side of the door.
Existence is pain.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna command it to move 60 feet away from me so it disappears. And I'm gonna
Okay.
go over here.
There is an awkwardness where it can't.
It can't move 60 feet.
It's probably a storeroom or something.
You just feel its existential pain. Cannot. Yeah, it's just dying over there.
Alright, I'm gonna. Is there a crack at the bottom of the door? I'm gonna command it to slip through whatever it can. through the crack
Okay.
of the floor that it finds in the room.
An unseen
try and
servant
figure it out.
is actually not an amorphous thing. It is a creepily invisible, shapeless blob, but it does not actually have the amorphous quality.
Well, no, it was trying to. If it
No,
finds
I'm
something,
trying to have it like, if it finds anything in the room, they could have
Uh,
under the door. I wanted to
oh,
get under the door to try and figure out what's on the other side of the room.
okay,
Which
okay. There's a tense moment as you hear some scuffling against the bottom of the door. Slowly but surely, using a splintered piece of wood, it pushes a dead spider under the door to you. You can sense the elation of the creature finally completing a task that you have given it.
I could. I mean, I don't know if it'll help because
I'm doing the best I can with this Unseen Servant. I love Unseen Servant spell. I abuse the hell out of it when I'm a player. I'm just telling you, like, I'm giving you as much as I can.
Yeah,
for this thing.
I know,
Yeah.
I don't doubt
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
I could potentially do water form again and squeeze under there.
Do you take
But I
damage
was
You
when
could
you
have
also
go
just
water?
gotten to the other side this whole time.
How's them Surge
only if it was
charges
funny.
doing?
well, I only have 5 charges left.
Oh.
So I was thinking maybe I could cast the conjure water elemental against the succubus, but I couldn't do that
not
if I
trying to
used
fight
another
this
2.
We're not trying to fight the succubus today, right? Maybe
Well,
we
but
we
I
should
have a
just,
whole planned dragon hunt before we even get to her.
yeah, maybe we should just go for now. And we know
There
this door's
are other
here.
doors
It's
for
not
us to
going
explore
anywhere.
that might lead us to where we want to go.
I don't think so, because this
I
door
mean,
is
wait,
hidden.
Well, it was
wait,
require
I
hitting
thought
past the box.
I thought we just wanted to be
Okay.
level 8 before we spot the succubus. I thought we were.
I thought we
I thought
wanted
that's
money. I don't. We're not prepared. I don't have all the spells I need yet.
And we have a special
also-
weapon that we are waiting.
Look, I'm gonna just. I really want to buy one of those mirrors that trap people, because like, I got big plans.
I'm gonna narrow my eyes.
I'll
I
tell
take
you
a
about my
step
big
back
plans,
from this
because you're my
conversation.
best friend in this game, and I'll DM them to you because I don't want everyone else to think shittily of me.
Gerudo's sitting there in the corner crying now because Avra is your best friend. He thought he was
Oh.
everyone's best friend.
It's okay, you're like
That's a
my right hand.
That's a hard reveal. That's a hard
Groot is my
reveal.
right hand man. You're like, you replaced F. But Afro, if we got like this girl thing going on, you wouldn't understand it.
I'm just thinking that if Afra can get on the other side of that door, there's worse things than having our rogue be able to get there. That's it's a pretty surefire way to probably be able to open the door from the other side.
Oh. Have any of us looked for secret door? There are secret doors in the
Not
world.
specifically, we have not.
Are you saying that out loud? Because yeah, no, I have not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And they're also a
In that case, I will go back out into this hallway, and I will start looking for a secret door in this along this wall.
yeah, I'll look for a secret door inside this room, Crash. But no one has yet.
All right.
Davian has pretty shitty perception.
Why
So.
don't which room are you searching? The one with no discernible entrance? The one that Pietro's in right now?
No, I'm searching the one.
No, I
the
believe Garuda is searching the one where we killed the frog monster.
yeah, that one.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough. Okay, yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation or perception.
A bitch.
Okay. You begin checking the room. You look everywhere. You pick up a loose stone. You look underneath it. There's a bone. You pick it up. You give it a sniff. You walk over to the water. You watch it fall from the pipes to the ground. You are 1,000% confident that you have found everything of interest in this room.
Okay. Yeah, no, there's
Uh,
nothing in there. After that was a silly idea.
I'm gonna say you didn't
Pietro,
look properly.
are you also looking, or?
Yes. What I would like to do is kind of run my hands over the wall, trying to find a gap. Um,
Okay.
Trying to check
Give
my thieves'
me.
tool to see if there's anything like a brush or something. I don't
Sure,
have that,
sure.
but I would like to using my hands to feel a difference in between a movable piece of wall versus the construction, if that
Yeah,
is a possibility.
give me a perception check. Yeah. You're literally standing right in front of it. So as you begin searching, you do realize that there is a secret door right in front of you.
Okay. I will step back. I will let Afra know
Whoa.
that her hunch was correct, that there is a secret door uh, right by the ledge there. And shall we go through? Because there are definitely going to be hostiles on the other side.
Okay. Well, I'll can I look around or investigate for any kind of mechanism that might open the door?
Yeah, Pietro's search was so thorough that he did one of those like movie scenes where like he like touched a brick and the brick like shifted and like kind of thing.
It's Diagon Alley.
Yeah. Now, because your DM is a hack, when he was doing the dynamic lighting, he drew over the secret door. So he had to add it in retroactively. So it's one of those deals where I have to put you inside the wall, to get you to the next area. So I understand if you want to quit the campaign. So
It has been a pleasure up to this point.
yeah, yeah,
My
it's all good.
disappointment aside, I had a lot of respect for you before this.
All
So
right, sure, sure. Hope, Hopefully the peeps on the wait list don't see this particular episode and get scared away. So, cool. All right. So, as you step into the secret chamber,
Yeah,
Afra
I'm
and
gonna
Pietro.
warn everyone that we might be ambushed here, so to be on high alert.
Well,
Oh,
that's
Yeah.
what
sure.
I said to her. That's
Yeah.
what I said to Afra.
Okay, yeah.
Now, this particular secret door does have the Davian Industries easy open latch on it that he was hoping for on the quote unquote boss door.
Okay, well I can't see anything or go anywhere, so.
Okay, do you want to undo the latch and
Oh, yeah.
all right. Yeah, I did such a perfect seamless outline of the whole dungeon that I just didn't want to retrace the whole dungeon again. So that's the situation. All right, so the room on the other side has two treasure chests, a grate in the floor, a pile of bones, garbage, and strewn amongst the bones on the floor and the garbage is a 10-foot pole. There's also a door to the south.
Okay. Well, first thing I'm gonna do, because I've learned my lesson,
If I get moved over there too, Crash?
Yeah, sure.
is I'm gonna check for traps.
Okay.
I don't
And
trust mysterious small rooms anymore.
Do you want me to
I'm
just jam
going
everybody in
to.
there subway car style? There you go.
And I would like to strike both chests, make sure they're not fucking mimics.
Oh, well, in that case, just roll initiative. So, because they're fucking mimics.
Ah, wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you strike them with the 10-foot pole?
No, I struck them with
Oh.
my weapon,
Oh, okay.
my scimitar, my +1 scimitar.
Oh, because it's a +1 mimic slaying pole. That's why I asked. So. All right.
Oh well.
I can't tell if he's joking or not.
I don't think he's joking.
Can we get Willow?
Yeah,
Preferably
she
standing in front of me.
in front of you. Oh my gosh, then there won't be any room for the mimic babies.
Mimic babies?
All right, she's in the door here. You can believe it. You can see just a little bit of that sweet
Yes,
rump.
we can
Yeah,
see.
a little bit of that sweet rump hanging out. All right. Let's see. So you actually attacked the door? Is that my understanding?
No, I attacked
You
the
just
the chest that was in
or
front
is
of
the
me.
chest? So did you do an actual attack, or were you just prodding it with your weapon?
No, I would have been like, "Fuck this noise. I don't
Okay.
trust these."
All right, then we will start things off with you making an attack roll, and then we'll just have everybody jump into initiative. That seems like the
Alright.
best way to handle it. Let me make sure that the turn tracker is cleared. It is. All right, everybody can keep rolling in.
Good, I roll in.
No, when you were like, "Yeah, these things are great," it's surprising you. Yes, bugbear. And
Well,
then we got it here.
that's
It's
why I
like,
used the dice roller
no.
for it, because you guys are getting seasoned enough that if I had rolled anything from their sheet, you guys would have known exactly what they were
Yeah, when I
immediately.
saw that, I was like, he doesn't want us to know what's he attacking. I was like, it's got to be bugbears. He wouldn't do mimics again unless he really likes mimics, and this confirms that you really like mimics.
They're a classic. They're a classic, and they also like
I'm not
delivers.
knocking it. Just like every DM's got the monster. We
Pietro, you can
discovered yours.
attack once to start things off, and then once to start, and then your actual turn will start. So,
Okay, all right.
good on you. All right. Let's see. All right. As you went to strike it initially, the creature saw the blade coming and immediately animated and was like, "That shit ain't happening." So then we rolled into actual combat. And that's where we are now. So go ahead and take your turn.
All right. For my bonus action, I will rage, and I will attack recklessly. Let us do that.
All right.
No, I have
No, yeah, it's too
no.
shocking. Oh,
No.
okay.
My superiority dice. That's the word I was looking for.
All right.
Superiority dice, not of brain. 18.
18 definitely hits. Okay.
All right.
The creature takes 11 points of damage. Wait, are you raging or no?
And then, yes, and then
Okay.
my extra attack.
That definitely hits. All right. Anything else from Pietro?
No, I am crammed in there, so that
Okay.
is all.
That brings us to some mimics. All right. So Pietro, the 10-foot pole at your feet attacks you.
Of course.
And hits.
It does.
You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage and are grappled by it.
Okay.
Crash, I think you misspoke earlier. When you said that the pole was a pole of mimic slaying, I think you meant it was a pole of slaying mimic.
Oh, yeah. English. It's tricky. All right. That brings us to. Oh, okay, nice. Afra, the pile of bones at your feet, attacks you.
Oh my god. How
Yeah.
many of them are there?
Uh,
Did
19?
you lure me into this?
Madam. Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
All right. You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage and are grappled.
Okay.
All right. There we go. Poor mimics. They only get one attack per round. Oh, little babies. All right. Let's see. The chest that you went after, Pietro, is going to attack you. It is going to try and use its pseudopod on you. Yeah, that hits. You are double grappled.
And that is 7 bludgeoning halved, so that's another 3 points of damage. Yes.
Correct. All right. Davian, you're up.
Okay. This one in front of me. Wait, sorry. This one in front of Jenna is the one that has grappled Afra, right?
Correct.
Okay, I'll attack that one.
All right.
So I'm gonna go all out here. I'm gonna do well if I hit, it'll be a booming blade attack, and I'm going to divine smite and psychic blade that guy. $25.
Yeah, that definitely hits. Let's see, 25 points of piercing and psychic and sneaking and radiant and oh, is that it? Okay, so all right, creature takes 25 points of damage.
Unless I can convince Afra to give me that dagger that does fire damage too.
No.
All right.
And it's
Anything
only
else?
occasionally fire damage.
Anything else from Davian?
No. At this point, that's all he's got.
Okay. That brings us to Jenna.
I'm gonna shocking grasp the one that Davian hit. I don't believe I hit it with a 10.
You do not. All right.
Is it metal?
It is made of Elmer's glue. That is the best description I can think of for what a mimic is made out of. Because their true form is just a amorphous white blob.
That is
Just
totally Elmer's glue.
Yeah. Alright. It can't get much worse. Everything is gonna be fine. Everything is cool. No problem. Davian. The ceiling above you, attacks you.
Oh my god!
20 for 11.
I'm
Is
gonna
this a
shield
room
that.
made out of mimics?
I mean,
Like,
I
are
don't
we
know.
just inside of a mimic?
Garuda, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna disengage and get the fuck out this room.
Okay, fair.
So if you could take me out, I would greatly appreciate that.
Sure. You want the hallway or all the way back into this other
Yeah,
room?
yeah, all the way back to the other room. I'm
Alright, I will
fine.
leave this cameraman monkey behind so that you can still
Yeah,
see
yeah.
roughly into the room.
That's
Okay.
great. And I'm going to action search
Okay.
and start shooting them. So I can see them, right? I don't
I
know
would
what.
assume that you would shoot at them while you were still in the hallway to see.
Yeah, I guess
Because
that'll be.
once you
Yeah,
once you move that far back, yeah, you wouldn't be able to see them
yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
But,
I'll shoot in the hall. That'll be right there, and I'll just
okay.
start blasting out on my own. I start with the one I got.
Alright, Danny
Afro's.
DeVito, you start blasting. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 17 definitely hits. You're going for the one that's on Pietro?
No, the one I had Afro. Or
Okay, the one on
I
Afra?
guess that one
Yeah.
was about to fucking die. Yeah, whatever. I already said it. Okay.
Alright, it is bloodied now.
Okay. I'll do another shot at the one I got Afro, I guess. If it's just
Okay.
bloody.
That is a hit, and it dies. Just an explosion of white goo all over the place.
And then the one I'm gonna shoot one at the one I got Pietro.
There you go.
That's
Alright.
is it all over Afro?
I mean, it's, it's everywhere. Alright, 15 is enough. The one on Pietro takes 25 points of damage.
Okay, yeah, and then I'll move back just to give everyone else some space.
Alright, Afra, you are no longer grappled.
Okay. I'm gonna use bonus action to cast Shadow Blade, and then I'm going to stab the one on Pietro. Are we in dim light or darkness?
Yeah, there are no lights in this room unless you brought them in yourself.
Okay. Well, then it was an 18 for 24.
Oh, on the one on Pietro, it
Yep.
is bloodied.
I'm gonna follow it up with the Chaos Dagger.
Oh.
That would be no sneak attack. That would be an 18, and then I have to roll a d6. Need to find a
Didn't
way
it
to
do it
make a
for
macro
you?
for this. It doesn't. That's my extra damage. So that is 4 piercing damage and 3 acid damage.
Oh, nice. Okay. It is immune to acid,
Oh.
being a mimic, but it does take the 4 piercing damage.
Okay.
All right. Anything else from Afra?
That will be it.
Okay. All right. Let's see. This chest right here is going to attack me. Afra. There we go. Uh, 18 for 4, and
Yeah.
initiates a grapple.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. Willow's turn. She would like to use a maximized 4th level fireball on everything in the room. She looks
I
for a
will look
yay
at
or
her,
nay. Yeah.
and I will say, "Don't you fucking dare!"
All right. You see her quietly stop saying the words to Zealous Fireball, and she is going to. Yeah, the room is too crowded for her normal playstyle of AoEing, so I think she will just get in there and start hitting stuff.
Imagine if we
There
all
we
had
go.
walked in there, though. That would be perfect for her.
Let's see. She will go ahead and just hit the thing that is on Pietro. Yeah, 16 for 7 is enough. The creature ruptures. Gooiness goes everywhere. All right. And that will be her turn. Oh, did I miss a mimic? Oh, my bad. Mimic number 6. Okay. Oh, all right. Jenna, pile of garbage, was actually a mimic. It attacks.
Alright, I'm gonna use
It misses.
my instinctive charm
Okay.
as my reaction to make it attack a different mimic.
Okay. Do I roll a new attack roll?
It needs to make a wisdom saving throw. See
On a
if it
failed
does.
save, the attacker must target a creature. On a successful save. Okay. I mean, yeah, even if it doesn't work, I got you. All right. So, wisdom.
It's a tricky ability because it's like you must use it
Well,
before
it's
knowing if
also
the
not
attack
designed.
hits you, and it's
It's
roll
not really
20.
designed around roll 20 rolls on the table kind of thing. So I
Yeah.
got you. All right. As the creature fails its save, it does turn around and kind of lash out at the other one. I don't know how to handle that. You did use it even though you knew the creature had missed, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I'll just roll a new attack roll. It's fine.
I was about to say, just clear
yeah.
in the hands of Iron Jesus.
Yeah, it misses the other one.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Okay. That brings us to Willow, who then finishes up the turn. Top of the round, Pietro.
All right. There's only one mimic that's currently grappling me. Yes.
Yes.
The one that I hit initially. All right. I would like to swap out my 9 life stealer for. I'll just grab a dagger real quick
Okay.
for my offhand, and then I will attack it 3 times. So once. So 16 for 10. 24 for 12. Is it still alive?
For 12 points of damage to the one to the right of you is definitely still alive. 22
and
points of
then-
damage, because you attacked it twice. It is still alive but bloodied.
All right, and then I will stab it with my dagger.
Yeah. All three attacks hit. It takes buckets of damage. It is still clinging to you. All right. Anything else from Pietro?
No, that is it.
All right. That mimic was Splut. That mimic is Dunsky's. All right. Mimic that is on Pietro is going to try and bite you. It does have advantage to this since it has advantage on attack rolls against any creature grappled by it. Why they didn't just have it restrain, I don't know. But 23. So 6
Definitely
piercing and 1
hits.
acid as it continues to
Now,
nom
because of
on
my
you.
armor, do I
Mhm.
take that acid damage?
I don't know. What does your armor do?
It is the black dragon. It is
Okay, so
acid
yeah,
resistance.
resistance would reduce it to 0. The 1 would reduce
Okay.
down to 0. Yep.
All right, and I take half damage on piercing. So, all right, no more temporary hit points.
Alrighty. That brings us to Jenna.
I think you
We
skipped
skipped Davian.
Davian.
Oh, sorry, Davian, you're up.
Okay, so neither of the mimics ahead of me are actually grappling anyone, but there's a mimic on top of me, right? Or
Correct.
above, above. The mimic above me, I'll attack. Um, this will not be a booming blade. Or actually, it will. That adds damage. Okay, so booming blade, 15.
15 hits.
Okay, so I will still smite it, still divine blades it, still sneak attack. Okay, yeah, so everything's all good. I will do that. And then booming blade would add 8 thunder to the initial attack. Please ignore the 14 above that, and 10 thunder if it moves.
Alright, fair enough.
So 26 damage from multiple sources and 10 contingent.
Alright, heard. Anything else from Davian?
No, I don't have any bonus action, anything that I could really do here.
Alright. In that case, Jenna?
Yeah, I'll just shocking grasp it.
Alright.
The one above him.
Alright, same one. Got it. That is a hit. The creature cannot take any reactions, and if it moves, it gets blowed up. It is also bloodied by your attack.
Yep, and I'll just kind of hold my position.
Alright, fair enough. Let's see. 13 is the one above Davian. Davian, it will continue trying to wrap you up in its pseudopod. But it misses. Garuda, you're up.
Yep, I'm gonna move up a little bit more again, back into the hallway,
Okay.
and go shooty shooty, make shoot shoots.
Alright. More than likely, it's going to be this one that you'll be able to see from the hallway.
Fair enough.
Okay. That is a huge hit.
This is still alive?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
one more time.
10 does not hit it.
Oof. And then one more time.
15 does hit. The creature is bloodied by your attacks.
Alright, and I'm gonna steal one pistol and pull out a ASP, and that'll be my
Okay.
turn.
Alright. Fair enough. Afra, you're up. The ground is sticky in like a bad movie theater kind of way. From just all the dead mimics.
I'm gonna work on the one in between me and Jenna.
Okay.
So stabbing first. 19, because they have advantage.
Okay.
So that's 21 there. Follow it up with the chaos
it
dagger.
dies. It dies.
Oh, okay, okay.
You
Well,
can
then
follow up on
we'll-
this one if you want, or the one that
Yeah.
Pietro's got.
Well, yeah, I'll follow up on this one. So
Alright.
that he is hopefully dead. That will be 5 damage plus which is that? I always have to look. Lightning damage.
All right.
So 5
you killed
piercing, 2 lightning.
2 in one go.
Boom. Would Surge like to vicariously gain any charges from that?
Surge is jealous of your new dagger and is already making plans to sell it next time you get to a place that he could do so. So
No. Does this one look super weak? If it does, I might be like, guys, leave it for me.
it's bloodied, but as far as how weak it goes, I mean, look at this thing. It's pretty swole, you know?
Nah,
It works
okay.
out.
Okay.
Alright.
All right. Well, I'm gonna move one step here so that Pietro can get closer in.
I mean, really, it just looks like a really disgusting combination of mimic and ceiling tiles. But you know. All right, this mimic right here sees that you're kind of a force to be reckoned with. But you guys are in their nest, so they will defend it to their last. So Afra, this is for you. Yeah, it launches out
Ow.
that chameleon-like tongue and starts reeling you in.
Ow.
Alrighty, this one is dead. Willow's turn. Willow is going to. Man, do you consent to Willow pulling you out of the thing's grasp? Yay or nay?
Sure.
Okay. Let's see. Then she's going to go ahead. Oh, there's a character sheet. I had it minimized. All right, just gonna try to do an athletics check. Yeah. So she grabs a hold of you and pulls you free and kind of pushes you behind her. Alrighty. That brings us to Pietro.
All right. I will move in, and I will attack this one.
Okay.
So
This guy right here?
Let's. Yep.
Right.
Let us do so reckless.
Okay.
We have this nearly situation nearly licked.
Yeah.
24.
24
For
definitely
9.
hits. Just start rolling them out for me. These guys have over 50
Whoa,
hit
critical
points.
hit.
There you go. Let's see what happens with it. This is a slashy weapon. Slashy weapon. You get what you pay for. Maximum damage. You and the target must make contested strength check. If the target loses, their weapon is broken. Well, all right. I'll say you like chop off its pseudopod if it fails. That's fine. All right. Let's do this thing. It's just strength here. Just raw strength.
Okay. Oh. Well.
Yeah.
Well,
I
you're
was
raging. You have
Yeah,
advantage.
you're raging, so. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. So you chop off its pseudopod, it can no longer use its pseudopod attack. And you also cause max damage, which would have been 12 plus your strength is 4, 16 plus 2, 18 points of damage. All right.
I'm gonna yell out, guys! It can't
And then,
attack.
my
Let me
bonus
kill it with
action-
Surge. Just leave it
I mean, it
alone
has
till
its
I can
mouth
kill it with
still. It
Surge.
can still attack. You don't have to make it feel so bad. Oh, jeez.
I will stab it with my coral dagger.
Okay.
21 for.
All right, 21 for
10.
10, which is the max damage that dagger could have caused. Well done, well done. It is bloody, but still in the fight.
In that case, I will turn back to Effort and say, "There you go. Hurry up and kill it."
Davian, you're up.
So Pietro just mangled the one that's just to the north of me one step.
Correct.
Okay, then I will attack the one that's still on the ceiling.
All right.
Ooh, 14?
14 does hit.
All right. I will not be smiting or psychic blading on this one. So it's just oof,
Oh, okay.
4 plus the booming blade damage, which would
You
be...
gently scrape your dagger along the creature.
Why is it still
You
rolling this sneak?
Because you have it's considered like an attack. You have to untoggle the.
It is
you'd have to
untoggled.
untoggle it.
It is. That's the weird part.
Okay.
The sneak attack's untoggled.
Anywho, just ignore it.
Okay.
So yeah, you cause a total of 6 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay. And the creature is enveloped in a vortex of sound. Anything else for Davian?
Yeah. No, I'll stay where I am.
Okay, Jenna, you're up.
I'll just shocking grasp it. The one above Davian.
Okay.
Miss.
Yeah, that does not hit. The creature flattens itself back out against the ceiling. All right. In response, it's going to lunge forward and try and attack. I guess you, Jenna, since you just tried to shock it.
Okay,
This
then
one
I'm
still has its stun. Okay. Are you going to use that charm ability?
Yep.
Okay.
So it needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right. Here we go. Saving throw.
That is an amazing ability.
It was
So-
looking for a 16, so it
Okay.
hits the mimic next to it.
I'm gonna re-roll is how I'm gonna handle this ability. So each time it's gonna be a re-roll.
Sounds good.
All right. So it lashes out and grapples its buddy. All right.
Did 10 damage to it. It must be really weak now. It's ready for surge.
All right, Garuda. From the hallway, you would not be able to see anything. If you stood right here, you could see the one right off to the left, but they seem to want that one for surge, so I don't know.
You could give me the help action.
I
Oh,
give
there you go.
Afra the help action. I give her words like her speeches in the morning. I give her words of encouragement. Afra, just
Okay.
focus. You got this. I believe in you.
All right. Morale-wise, you are destroying Surge. He feels like a big kid that has been taken to a birthday party at the bowling alley, only to discover inflatable bumpers have been set up. So,
Yep.
Oh.
So, okay, I'll move there. I
Mhm.
I grasp Surge in both of my hands, and
Oh my God.
Oh no, wait, that's my tentacle. Ignore that. Jesus Christ.
Oh wow.
Surge.
Please ignore my penis.
Oh my
Unbelievable.
God. Oh my God.
Wow.
It's a
I'm
cursed
gonna
weapon.
I'm gonna need you to make a charisma saving throw. You've pushed this guy past the brink. Oh, all right. He is unable to exert his will over you and have you just begin going ham on everybody, which I don't know, with the attack rolls you have with this weapon might not do
I don't
anything.
think it would matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. The mimic seems confused that it is still alive. And so it will attack Afra, who had the audacity to set it up for such an obvious kill. It's gonna try to lunge out and bite you since somebody chopped its pseudopod off. That is a hit. And grabs a hold of that leg and starts giving it a shake.
Okay.
All right. Willow's turn. She's just going to. Who even knows at this point? Man, these poor mimics. They're just trying to live their life. There we go. Yeah, it's, 12 is their armor class. So she stabs her blade into the creature, gives it a wide slash. It is done. All right. Pietro, top of the round. There's one more mimic on the ceiling above Damien. Or Davian, excuse me.
Yeah, I'll step over to the north of Davian, and then I will attack it 3 times,
Okay.
assuming it lasts that long. Recklessly.
All right.
18 for 12.
It lives through that first attack.
15 for 10.
And that'll finish it up.
Mm.
You have defeated the mimic nest. The room is covered from floor to ceiling, wall to wall, with a viscous white sticky fluid.
Is there anything remaining in the room, or is it just empty?
You guys.
Okay.
The door
What
to the
about this-
south, the grate,
about
and the
this door?
floor.
What about
The
this
door to the south?
Yeah.
Do I know that the grate is where Wally came through?
Yes. You
Okay.
big brain that one together.
Yeah, let's get the door open. Yeah.
Also, this secret door is clearly not to the room with the door that we were struggling to open, is it?
It is not, no. I don't know, maybe there's still good stuff in here.
Let's look for
I
secret
think that
doors.
secret
he
door is
says.
actually to get to the door with the heavy alarm on it. I'm pretty sure we're kind of like we kind of jumped ahead, and now we're kind of backtracking the way we were intended to come.
Yes, but we are also clearing out the sewer as we said we
Oh
would.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That quest we're on. I forgot about
Yeah.
it.
I'll try it. They said the door's to the south.
Oh yeah, did anybody take like a piece of that?
Yeah, Jenna is standing right next.
Did anyone grab a piece of that monster we killed? They do say if we
Oh,
take
crap.
him back his like show that we actually killed big monsters, he'll pay us more.
Good thinking, Gruda. Go grab that.
Which big monster are you talking about? The Ochlug?
The thing with the eyes.
Yeah.
That was Spanish. So
The tentacle creature.
yeah, no,
Oh.
Davey, I'm not gonna go grab that. You said there
Or
was
So
a
anyway.
secret
just get
there.
a vial of mimic.
This door to the south here, is it
Yeah.
locked?
It is not locked, and it's surprisingly easy to open, as if it gets used frequently.
Okay, well, I would like to open it, please, and thank you.
Sure. As you open it, you see written on the other side of the door in thieves' cant, "Be careful, mimics inside."
Great.
P.S. This is the right way.
Okay. So awesome.
What does it say, Afra?
I don't want to tell you.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's just random graffiti, Garuda. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'm
Random
assuming there is another
graffiti.
door here.
Let's see. Yes, there is a door on the south. There is also waterways that come into and out of the room. Two different places on the eastern wall.
Okay,
Do you open the door to the south?
I will open the door.
All right.
I have a suspicion I know what is on the other side.
Yes. As you open the door to the south, you see more of that writing from before. It doesn't make any sense to you.
Yeah,
And this looks awfully familiar.
it does.
This is, in fact, the passageway I was telling you about before.
You definitely hear a meta chime go off in your minds, alerting you that you have successfully completed clear this section of the sewers subquest successfully.
Davian's
Um,
gonna go get a piece of this thing.
Okay.
and
Do we have any
I'm
loot on it?
Damien got some
Maybe a
stuff
bit
that we
out of
didn't
reach.
that is questionable that we didn't identify.
Oh, I'm the party treasurer. You must give all items to me. Be redistributed.
Hmm.
Look, if you want the job, you can fucking have it.
So much hostility.
I'm not being greedy. I'm just tired of
by
So
all
what did you
means.
find?
It's in the treasure channel there for you.
Um. All right. I got all this stuff. Um. Detect magic. Any of it come up as magical? Crash.
The mirror that only shows the back of your head is magical.
Oh, I
Well, he
totally forgot to write that one
include
down.
that here.
Oh.
But the carved wooden hog, locked box that hums. No.
The lockbox has an enchantment on it. Um, it is magical.
I knew I forgot something when I was writing those down.
Alright, I'm identify them both then.
Okay. The mirror does exactly what it says on the can. It will only show the back of your head when you're looking at it. It is the saddest use of divination magic you've ever seen. The box is locked. Inside it is magic. If the box is ever unlocked, the magic will escape. The effect of the magic is that every night when you sleep, if you put the box under the pillow or near your head, it will play soothing music that only you can hear.
Oh, it is a private white noise machine.
Does anyone have trouble sleeping?
I'll take that.
I give it to Garuda. Don't ever open it.
I guess if we're gonna
Jenna, you
evacuate
do
this
know
dungeon,
that if you ever opened it, you could use an Arcana check as a reaction to absorb the magic inside and regain 1d3 spell slots.
Can't give the.
Wait, what?
I'm going to. It actually, you wouldn't like the music.
Back home, back home, back home they call this a mana battery, and they are exceedingly rare from an earlier age of Faerun.
Best I hold on to it.
You gave me a gift and now you're taking it back? I thought you're Jenna the generous. This is.
Damn.
Yeah, I am being generous.
he
You know,
makes a good
I
point.
don't. Hey, she can give you the little carved figurine of a hawk. It probably
Yeah, I
like
give
that,
him the
it
carved wooden
reminds
hawk.
you. Yeah. Like, doesn't it remind you of like your mom or something?
Oh God.
Wow.
Okay, that's birdist again. Do all birds look alike to you, Afro?
First, Jenna says Afra's her best friend, and now Afra's just being racist to him. I'm sorry to dislike you, Afra. You know, a little bit.
No, but I'm charming.
Yeah. Very charming. And Gurus turns around.
Okay. Anyway, I think before we go,
Ignores Afra.
I I I maybe we can continue working on trying to regain some charges on Surge, so I can spend 2 more and go check out
Afro,
what's. Yeah.
I think maybe we should talk about Surge's ownership.
You want to give him to somebody else?
Do you think someone could possibly benefit more? I've watched you with that weapon for months, and I haven't seen you do anything but kill fish. Like,
You haven't hit a damn thing, Afra.
I mean, the thing is that Surge is pretty violent, and I don't know if anyone else in our party has the strength to control him. The strength of will, if you see what I mean.
So
I
sell him.
understand that. I think that Davian could use him
Davian,
quite well.
do you think?
What will that mean for you, Afra, if you're giving up patron, though?
The spear is not my patron.
Wow, that is the most like offhanded yet ominous thing I've heard you say in a long time.
But yeah, Surge is not my patron. What are you talking about? I maybe have a different patron.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I think anybody hearing that, there would be a very bad sinking feeling in your stomach to find out that Surge is not even her patron. She's getting these abilities from something else.
Is
I
Surge?
mean, Jenna's an evil wizard. Like, she's
Yeah, I mean,
totally all
you know,
about like, you dabble in your shit, I'll dabble in my shit.
Is Surge versatile, or does he have the two-handed property?
it's a
He's
versatile weapon.
versatile.
It's
yeah.
not a finesse weapon though.
Oh, that's okay. Um,
So
I mean,
like your point 8 levels of rogue or whatever might be impacted. I don't know.
no, it's I was asking more for the hex warrior part of it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I think that's the only thing that makes Davian possibly mechanically, I'm going to say, better suited for using it is that I'd be able to use my charisma.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, after hearing Afra mention how violent Surge is and such, I'm a little hesitant.
Well, it's not
because,
violent towards you.
No,
but
it's what he might do to the rest of us.
the fact that it's an intelligent weapon though that wants to exert control, Davian's backstory is similar to Alvis's with the whole anti-slavery and very much doesn't like to be controlled. So the idea of having to
Well, you just have to control the weapon.
mhm.
I think
I
perhaps we
mean,
should have this conversation
you're like
after.
4 different types of charisma classes. So I hope you're proficient charisma saving. That's a little better.
I mean, I'm actually not proficient in the save. I just have a really good modifier.
Mhm.
You might be better equipped.
She
Yeah.
has rolled successfully on all of the attempts of the weapon to take over her free will.
She's also failed on every time to attack
But
with a weapon.
maybe I should clarify that the active ones and the unknown ones that I roll.
Oh, okay.
All I'll say is this: if Afra was freely willing to provide Surge to someone else, Davian would consider it. But if Afra is not willing, then regardless of the prodding of anybody else towards the decision, Davian would not be willing to do it because it's Afra's weapon.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
just asking if she's alright.
No.
Yeah,
I mean,
I mean, it's a discussion to have, but yeah, it's
I would still
not
like
something Davian's
to
seeking.
use those charges to explore the other side of that door. And then after that, once we get up to the top, I can maybe pass it along.
I definitely love the idea of you using it to go under the door. Like Davian's got the whole like Cheshire cat hand rubbing grin, like with the thought of what might be on the other side of that door.
All right. Is the intention then for Afra to go under this door?
And I'm like, to start out with, I'm just gonna like peek. Like it's just like a little bit of a puddle of water coming through.
Sure,
Nothing
sure.
important. No one should attack that little puddle of water.
You see in an invisible force gathering up things from the ground and trying to figure out if it will fit under the door or not.
Well,
the things
no.
that
It
it
would
just found.
it disappears when you're more than 60 feet away from it.
Oh, okay. So I guess have you ever gone 60 feet away from it?
I mean, yeah, I was all the way back at this room down over here.
Oh,
you
okay.
know, like,
Yeah. All right.
yeah.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So other than you see
That
nothing.
would have been
So
hilarious.
nothing dangerous. There's no there. Your DM was lying. There's no coffee station. There's no Otis Spunkmeyer cookies.
Okay.
That
All
being
right.
said, you do smell some Otis Spunkmeyer cookies coming from the top of this staircase.
Oh, so this is probably how we get in. Okay. I wanna sneak up to the top.
Do you see another way to open the door on the other side?
Oh, that's a good question. Do I see another way to open the door?
The door is identical on this side, requiring you to put a key into the lock that is part of the door and open it with a key.
Yeah, okay.
Double-sided door locks.
Yeah. What kind of world is this?
I gotta go AFK. My Amazon order's here. I'll be right back. Sorry.
Oh, okay. As you head up the stairs, I will describe to you the other map, unless you want to solo this shit.
No,
No?
I
Okay.
do not. I just want to like peek.
Sure. All right. So you are actually in an enclosed space at the top of the stairs, and there is a very obvious door that can be opened that brings you to sort of the next, I guess, area. You could listen at the door if you would like.
I want to listen at the door and like also see if it's like similarly warded or locked or those kind of things, or if it's
Yeah,
more
sure.
the door at the bottom is the main issue.
Okay. Are you casting Detect Magic or no?
No, I'm not.
Okay. So you're just gonna check out the door with an investigation. Got it.
Yep.
Okay. Or perception. All right. To the best of your knowledge, this door, um, yeah, this door is going to slide into the wall. It's a sliding stone door. As far as traps go, you don't see any on this side of the door. As far as magical runes, wards, and other effects, you do not see any, but you are also not detecting magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you like to listen at the door?
I would.
All right, give me a perception check. Yeah, you can just faintly hear the muffled sounds of a kitchen.
Oh, okay.
A woman
Okay.
is shouting at people, and she calls one of them a stupid donkey.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Well, I will head back down and report what I saw.
All right, fair enough.
That looks like it is the door into the, um, thing, mansion, whatever, keep. That's the word.
Okay, it's a little of both. It's a little of both. Fancier than a keep, but not as not as fancy as like a full-on mansion, I guess. I don't know, or a bit more military than a mansion. I don't know. Drug lord mansion, maybe. All right. So you return down in your watery form and fill everybody in on the deets.
Yep.
What is next?
I'm gonna ritual when everyone goes through this door. I'm gonna ritual cast the alarm on it
Okay.
to find out if it's opened, as long as I'm within a mile of it. And then, yeah, let's head out of here.
Now, it does occur to you that an alarm spell has a duration of 8 hours. So if there was an alarm spell on that door, that has the implications that someone was re-upping the alarm spell.
Yeah, I suspect it might have been the demon, though.
Mm.
So,
No, but after we slept for 8 hours, wasn't the spell still on the door? We had to
Yeah,
dispel
but
it
we
the
could
next
have
day.
crashed the party just as up and slept for 8 hours. So it might have. I don't know. We'll never know.
Something
It-
probably re-upped it from the other side.
More than likely, it was just a logic error on your DM's part. But yeah, the alarm spell would have faded after your long rest. So, sorry about that. Yeah, because it was being recast by this creature.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can take back your spell slot if you need it, in case you do more adventuring today.
Okay.
The
Yeah, I
ward
think,
itself, however, was still up and ready.
Well, I think at this point it is early morning above ground. Why don't we go collect our fee, have some breakfast, and then plan the rest of our day? That
we'll
is
kill a
just my
dragon.
2 cents.
All
Or
right.
we could go travel and kill a dragon.
I will take you to Daggerford. All right. So in Daggerford, you return to the old man, the taskmaster, and inform him of your success in sewer quadrant, 13. Uh, do you provide any evidence of the deed?
Davian's got monster bits.
And
Okay.
I have the head of one of the giant blobs.
Yeah, well, let's see him. Let's see him. Lay him out. What do you got for me?
I put it on his desk table.
Hello?
Yeah,
What do you got for me?
I put it in chat.
All right. Demon parts. Demon turned to poisonous gas when you killed it. Doesn't leave any parts behind.
The thing that Willow had banished.
Oh, the Oatlick. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, whatever that is.
Yeah. It's an easily identifiable monster,
That's not.
assuming you grabbed the tri-eye tentacle. So yeah.
A classic. A good one, good one. Was there anything else down there?
yeah, I put the corrupting ooze skull on the table.
Oh, okay. Okay.
There was two of these,
Oh,
but the other skull got dissolved.
ah, sometimes that happens.
Okay, we still get the money
All right.
for it.
Was there anything unusual that you discovered down there? Anything off the beaten path we should know about?
No, not really.
I can scrape off some of the white sludge of Elmer's glue and mention there seems to be a mimic nest.
Hmm. All
There was
right.
about a half dozen of them. This is
Oh, a half dozen, you say? Mm-hmm.
this is about all that remains of them.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so slimes. Oof. Well, you took a bit of time, but it seems like you did a pretty good job. Uh, you're really hurting the bank here with the amount of stuff you killed. But you know what? Since you did so well on your first time, especially for junior adventurers, I'll throw in an extra 10 gold on top. Here is 500 gold. Thank you for your continued efforts to keep Daggerford safe. Now, I know, as low-level adventurers, this 500 gold probably seems like a fortune. But I want you to understand that it's very easy to spend it all in one place, and you're going to need to scrip and save. Take care of yourselves and each other. All right?
Yes, sir.
We really appreciate your
Mhm.
generosity.
Understand the burden that this money represents.
We won't let it get to our heads, sir.
Hmm. All right.
Can I keep the sign?
Uh, I actually kind of need it. It's very important that we label the adventurers that come and go from the town.
I
Didn't get.
give my sign back to the court.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
All right. So, he's rubs his hands together.
I've got more jobs for you. Are you
We're
interested?
good. We're good.
You
Thank
sure?
you.
Because
We
there
got
were
our
some.
rest.
There was rumor of some kobolds under a bridge.
Jenna
That.
walks out.
Oh. Don't let fear be your master.
Okay.
As we walk away, Gerdo asks, "Are we not going to tell him about the giant snake that?"
I'm I was waiting for
Yeah.
Gru to do that. As soon as he says something like that, I'm just gonna clap my hand over his beak, put my arm around him,
Okay.
and be like, "No, no, Gru, no."
It's fine. Uh,
I was scared of the giant snake though.
Garuda, this is how this works out, okay? The next adventurers go in there, they try to kill the snake, they die, they lose all their equipment, and then we find it next time we go back in.
That
Okay.
sounds pretty nice. I'd like to play in a game that you're DMing. That sounds. No wonder they call you the generous. Oh my gosh. I am the. I feel like the anti-generous. Like the amount of loot I'm being required to give out in Odyssey of the Dragon Lords makes me physically ill. Like makes me physically ill. So.
You've told us
Yeah.
many times.
Oh, sorry. Just thinking
Yeah,
about it just
you
now
have
made me
half
feel ill.
No,
your Dragon Lord's party right here, right now.
Crash, you gotta understand how I feel. Level 4 barbarian getting a legendary weapon.
You
It's
have
like
better
actually
equipment
it
than you
blows
had for
it
80%
scales
of like
yeah,
Scale of the War.
it
Yeah.
blows my mind.
Well,
It blows my mind.
excuse me for trying to respect 5e design and limit magic items. Excuse me, writers of Odyssey of the Dragon Lords. Whatever. Anyways, so that kind of brings us to time. And plus Garuda is double timing on us, so he's gonna end up leaving us in like a couple seconds, anyways. Um, Am I to understand that you do not intend to follow up on your recon and confront the Duchess? You have other things you'd rather attend to first?
It's not so much rather attend to more than we do not feel ready for the anticipated encounter that may come
Oh,
out of
because
that. So
according to Kobold Fight Club, as an 8th level party, you should be able to handle challenge rating up to 19 now.
what does Kobold Fight Club put a succubus with caster levels?
I can't give you that information, but it is not. It is not
File
that
not
much.
found.
It's not higher than 19. It's not higher than 19.
We may need
Um,
to have a Discord discussion for
Okay,
next.
fair enough.
well, I do want to check real quick, Crash, if the
Mhm.
weapon from Lady Primewater arrived, so we can figure out what we're working with.
It did arrive. It did arrive. Let
And
me see.
I would like to
I have it.
sell, find a place to sell my half plate armor since I do not need that.
All right. There are plenty of places. If it's non-magical, you should be able to sell it for half the
Half
listed
price.
value. Yep.
Also,
Okay,
if we're
I will
going
go
to
do that.
kill that dragon, like the shop in town literally has a dragon slayer rapier. I don't know how much we want to spoil Pietro, but
I
it might be
mean,
helpful.
All
well,
right.
I use a rapier.
For the record, I did not ask for the 9 life stealing scimitar. I was just given
So
to me. I'll take
so
it
a
and
lo-
run with
so
that.
a lovely lady who is wearing nondescript messenger clothes and is out during the day is said to have dropped this off for you at the place where you are staying. It is essentially an iron box, approximately 2 feet wide and 1 foot deep, and maybe like 6 inches tall.
We'll open it up.
Okay. You open it up and you feel a bit of magic kind of roll over you. But apparently you were the intended people to open it, so you are not horribly killed. Inside is a velvety black bit of silk and cloth that is wrapped around a almost crystalline looking blade. It looks like a red crystal that is somehow a solid and a liquid at the same time. Uh, the weapon is obviously very magical. There is a note attached as well that says, "Now that you know more, you should understand how useful this will be in the task that lies ahead." And it is not signed, and it's completely vague like that.
I'll identify it.
Okay. This is the Crimson Dagger. Anybody who wants to do history could do history, but this +2 magical dagger contains 3 charges. When it damages a fiend or elemental target that is below 50% of its maximum health, you can expend 1 charge from the dagger to cast Banish. Saving throws against this banishment are made at disadvantage. If the banishment is completed, the target cannot return to the current plane for 1d4 plus 300 years. You can also expend 1 charge to gain the benefits of a heal spell, self only. When all 3 charges are used, and then you're actually unable to identify what happens when all 3 charges are used. It is unknown how charges can be restored. And the banishment would be based on your charisma stat or intelligence.
I gotta head out, boys. Later.
Well, I